Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Grand Bend Speedway for night number 2 of competition here at the Bull Ring. My name's John Houghton.
My name's JP Tomaszewski.
And we are looking forward, JP, to an awesome night of racing. What do we got on the card tonight?
Alrighty, John. Looks like we got our youth micro sprints starting up with the heat races for 8 laps. And then after that, we got our Outlaw micro sprints, our mini trucks, late models, youth micro sprints, the B-main, compact, and kid stock.
Tons of racing action to be had this evening at Grand Bend Speedway. And pleased to have you folks, certainly who are joining us here in venue, but of course also the folks joining us, I should say, from home on the live stream. We are glad to have you as well. Okay, JP, take us through our starting lineup.
Yeah, starting lineup, we got number 75, Killian Collins in the first position. In the second position, we have the 90, Paisley Lamont. In third, we have the 85 of Ryan Clark. The fourth, we got Alexis Eaton, and we're going green at the start finish line. And already, we already got a battle for first here. The number 6 of Alexis Eaton takes the lead.
Followed by the 90, Paisley Lamont. The 75 of Killian Collins falls back to fourth. The 85, Ryan Clark, he's up to third. And challenging now on the 90 of Paisley Lamont. This is your first of 2 qualifying heat races for the junior micros. Your leader is the blue number 6 of Alexis Eaton. Followed by the 85, Ryan Clark, 90, Paisley Lamont. 63 of Charlotte Arend, and the 75, Killian Collins. He has dropped back quite a bit, actually. He started further up in the field there. And the junior sprinters in heat race number 1 getting themselves spread all around this racetrack. 5 laps to go on the scoring monitor. And it's the 85 of Ryan Clark now closing up to the back of the 6 of Alexis Eaton. And he is moving and grooving here, closing the distance down the back straightaway. About 4 kart lengths back.
Yeah, you're right, John. This is quite the battle heating up here.
They're at the stripe, 3 laps to go. And lap traffic just ahead of them here with the 23W of Weston O'Connor. O'Connor keeps it locked to the low side there. The leaders go around the high side. 2 to go at the stripe for the 6 of Alexis Eaton. 85, Ryan Clark. On the attack down the back straightaway, 3 kart lengths between them. Eaton, your leader. 85 of Clark. As they close into the turn, about 2 to 3 kart lengths. Eaton in the blue machine keeping it locked to the bottom side there. Checkered flag for the 6 of Alexis Eaton, 85 of Clark. That's good for second. Then it's the 90 of Paisley Lamont. And the 63 of Charlotte Arend. And the 23W is Weston O'Connor, rounding out our field. 6 of Alexis Eaton will stop for a photo with April Wilson at the start-finish line here. That brings to a conclusion there the first of 2 heat race qualifiers.
Special thanks to our sponsors this evening of Brander Steel, Action Trailers, Horton's Lakeshore Enterprises, Robson Scrap Metals, Lambton Sanitation, CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Leaf Racewear, and Country Corners in Exeter. The Outside Groove Food Court is open daily with Grand Bend Family Go-Karts and also at all Grand Bend Speedway racing events. Enjoy hard-serve ice cream, pizza, nachos, and more, featuring a great view of the pits on race night and a live broadcast of the night's races. Be sure to stop by the Outside Groove Diner anytime you're at the track.
Heat race number 2 getting set. Tonight's racing is brought. There's a new project on the grounds of Grand Bend Speedway. Alongside their love for racing, Tabitha and Gord have a passion for helping animals. They started to bring home animals that needed rehoming for various reasons and
Simply want to check out what's new? They got a great lineup on display all summer long. Find them here at Grand Bend Speedway and Go-Kart Center. Open 7 days a week all summer. Stop by, say hello, explore inventory. And your starting lineup for the set. The number 9 of Ethan Lloyd, the number 39 of Landon Moore, and the number 2 of Blake Watson. Drivers will be seeing the white flag this time by.
Signals drivers 1 lap before they get to go at it. Maxwell Lloyd in the 6X, 57, Maxon Dessette, 9 Ethan Lloyd, 39 Landon Moore, the 2 Blake Watson. 5 drivers make the call here in heat race number 2. We'll be keeping a close eye on the white 57 of Maxon Dessette. He had a few spins last week. If he keeps it pointed the right direction here, he's going to have a heck of a lot of fun tonight at Grand Bend Speedway. Green flag flies, youth micro sprint action.
And already we got the number.
Oh, up to the high side. 39 Landon Moore goes 3 wide. Gets himself up to 4th place.
A little bit of contact between the number 2 and the number 9.
Your running order looks like this. 6X Maxwell Lloyd. 9 of Ethan Lloyd. And then the 2 of Blake Watson. Looking like she's on the attack here now, looking to the high side of the 9 of Ethan Lloyd. Keeps it locked up high. Nice clean pass there up on the high side. Good for 2nd place. Running order looks like this. Black 6X Maxwell Lloyd, 2nd place runner. The 2 of Blake Watson, 9 of Ethan Lloyd, 39 Landon Moore, 57 Maxon Dessette.
Halfway around the track.
4 laps in, 4 laps to go for the youth micro sprints. Best battle on the track right now, though, is 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. I got to say that 57 of Maxon Dessette. Most improved award, I'm going to say, to that driver this week, because there's some pretty fast drivers in this heat race. He's keeping a rate with them, and the cart pointed firmly the right direction. And now he's going to try to make, oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Oh, Maxon, I'm sorry. The 57 of Maxon Dessette was going for the pass there. Just got a little squirrely off that 2nd turn. Checkerflagmedia.com's got the replay there, just on his own. But man, I still got to say, most improved, because like keeping rate up with the group, and that just happens. Youth micro sprint racing is a lot of fun, and especially when you get the confidence going there like that.
In action around the track. White flag this time by, 1 more lap, and then they're green. And your order going into the green will be the number 6X of Maxwell Lloyd, the number 2 of Blake Watson, the number 3 of Ethan Lloyd, the number 39 of Landon Moore, and the number 57 of Maxon Dessette. And this time around, it's a green flag, and they're racing again. 2 wide already at the... And Maxwell Lloyd keeps that position in first, but it's a tight battle. They're right at the bumper there. Coming out of turn 3, we got Maxwell Lloyd and Blake Watson fighting for that number 1 position. Getting close on the back. The number 2, Watson's going to go high there. About 2 or 3 cars back. Oh, and we have a spun car in turn number 2. That's the 39 of Landon Moore.
Yeah, Landon Moore loops it around over there in turn 2. Brings out our second caution of heat race qualifying action. Safety crew is going to rumble on over there, get that driver pointed the right direction. Now, for the folks watching from home, we're going to go to a brief commercial break here. There's some stuff we want to correct there on the live stream side of things. Make sure we've got that all up and running before the main events later tonight. In venue, obviously, you're staying with us. but over on the live stream there, you'll see the graphic come up there for a pause in the stream, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for the folks at home. Folks in house, though, John Paul's got some messages for you.
Yeah, Grand Bend Family Go-Karts is open throughout the summer, including on race days. When you visit the beach at Grand Bend, and they're going to be loading the 57 onto the cart there. Looks like they're going to have to do a little bit of work on it before it can get back out on the track. Drivers getting the signal to double up, which means their running order will be the number 6X of Maxwell Lloyd, followed by the 2 of Blake Watson, the 3 of Ethan Lloyd, and the number 39 of Landon Moore. That's the white flag, as next time will be go.
Green flag set to fly with 3 laps to go here for the Youth Micro Sprint Heat Race number 2. The green flag flies. We're underway. 6X Maxwell Lloyd, 2 of Blake Watson from West Lorne. The purple number 2. Oh, a little swirly there off the second turn there. 6X Maxwell Lloyd leads the pack here off the 4th turn. 2 laps to go here at the line. Youth Micro Sprint action at Grand Bend Speedway. 2 of Blake Watson locked right onto the back Nerf bars on that 6X. Taking just a little peek down on the low side. White flag has flown. Final lap for the Youth Micros. Right in there now goes the 2 of Blake Watson. Final corner, final turn. Out of the 4th turn, down the front straightaway. Checker flag is out. 6X Maxwell Lloyd holds on to it. 2 of Blake Watson, 39 Landon Moore, 9 of Ethan Lloyd, 57 Maxon Desat. Two very fast drivers certainly up at the front of that one. Tonight's racing is brought at Grand Bend Speedway is brought to you by Leaf Racewear, McCann Ready Mix, Lambton Sanitation, Brander Steel Industries, Action Trailers, CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Robson Scrap Metals, and Country Corners. For a full schedule of summer events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca.
And if you're new to racing, some tips for pit etiquette and safety. Make sure to keep your head up. Regularly look around and behind you to make sure there's not a race car coming up. The pits are loud, and it's surprisingly easy for a race car to sneak up on you if you're not looking. Keep kids and pets close while going through the pits. Children should not wander the pit area without adult supervision.
Up next, we've got our Outlaw Micro Sprints. The 9 horsepower drivers are out on the track now.
Yeah, John, these are the ramped-up versions of the Junior Sprints. The vehicles are larger and built for adults. The engine size is ramped up too, 9 horsepower compared to the 6.5 in the Junior Sprints. So, some people listen to those sizes and think that their lawnmower has close to that horsepower. But your lawnmower isn't geared up and set up like this. When drivers hit the setup just right, the 9 horsepower Sprints put on some of the best racing you'll see on any short track anywhere. Like the Junior Sprints, there's no springs or suspension in these cars. The main adjustments teams will make for handling are tire pressure or changing the gear size to suit the driver's preference.
Now, different from the Junior Sprints as well, you see there's a whole bunch of these drivers out here right now. First off, fastest growing division at Grand Bend Speedway by a wide margin. So, the folks watching the live stream, they see the first half of the group. There's the other half on the back straightaway, tightening up their formation. What they do is they run 2 races. They run a qualifying race, that's this one here, 15 laps. It's a quick one. Later tonight, they run their 25-lap main event. These qualifying races, the purpose of it is to set the lineup for the feature race later tonight. They start that feature race in the same order that they finish this one in. So it's almost like the first 15 laps of the feature are going to be fought out right now, but all the glory and all the prize is at the end of the main event, the feature race. That's where all the points are loaded up. So again, these qualifying races, these just get these guys going. They can go back to the pits, make some adjustment. 15 laps, they restart in the order they finish, and that's going to be for the 25-lap feature race later on. Something's wrong over here in turns 3 and 4 with the 33 of Mike Beneteau. He seems to have lost power completely, and he's stopping up on the high side of turn 4. Caution is back out on the track. And one thing you'll notice too this week, John Paul, is we've been able to make an adjustment up on the flag stand. We got these new wheel and corner lights installed last year. They are really bright, they're really vibrant. They allow the drivers to really see the caution. And we were able to get it set up. Terry, our new flagman, was able to get the system finally working the way it was supposed to, so that when the white flag comes out, the corner lights turn off. That signals to the drivers that we're set to be going racing next time by. Last year, the corner lights, the caution kept staying on. We weren't able to get it turned off. And so what the problem with that would be is if the caution has to come back out, the drivers would have to be listening to their one-way radio or catch it from a corner marshal. Not ideal. By making sure the corner lights turn off the way that Terry was able to finally get this thing set up, just this exact scenario, like literally just happened. Like Terry probably saved a mess of race cars by
Terry's a fortune teller, you could say.
Because by having the corner lights off, and then when Beneteau stopped there on the high side, they were able to flash the lights back on. I heard race control calling out to the drivers and, of course, the flags. So there were 3 ways to stop that race from happening before it happened, stopping disaster before it happened. The best caution, I don't know how to quite phrase this, but all I'm saying is, if you can stop the cars from crashing into each other before something terrible happens out there, all the power to it. So there's that white flag. They're going to be going green flag racing next time by. Caution lights are off. This signals to the drivers again. They're going to be going green flag racing this time by. It's going to be the 98 of Bryson Fuller up on that point position. 52 of Carter Nickel. The fastest growing division at Grand Bend Speedway is the Outlaw Sprinters. Green flag flies, and we're off and racing. 3 wide. Into the first turn they go. Trying to sort themselves out, I see the 12 of Gareth McLean, the Green Machine. He was down there on the inside. The 52 of Carter Nickel, he's your leader. The 13 of Ray Janice Jr. now up to second. 67 of Olivia Curtis up in third. Janice Jr., though, in the 13, up to the lead here at the start-finish line. Wheel to wheel for second, the 67 of Curtis and the 52 of Carter Nickel. They're 3 wide going into turn 1 there. The 90 of Keegan Lamont gets out of that deal, shuffles back to 6th.
We got the 12 of Gareth McLean trying to make a break from the middle to reach the top third there.
Top 3 are single file. Your best battle, though, right now. Wow, look at this group coming out of turn 2, John Paul. The 90 of Lamont is in that pack. Oh, caution on the racetrack. We got a spin on the back straightaway. Oh, man. And what did I say about this earlier? Okay, so there's the 2 of Will McLean. And remember, John Paul, in practice, we don't have a shot of it because he didn't bring it out with him here. You'll notice that this Outlaw Sprint has no wing on the roof and no wing on the front. When he was out during practice, the Outlaw Sprints, they actually can run a functional roof wing as well as an optional front wing. Tonight, he pulled it off. It's pretty windy out here at Grand Bend Speedway tonight. You know, the wind turbines along the backstretch, they're spinning pretty good tonight. You know, it's been up here in the broadcast booth. We've had a great breeze flowing through. But I said during practice when I saw the big wing, I said, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea tonight. I feel like that's going to be a problem. And sure enough, he pulled it off here for the qualifying race to see what goes on.
Yeah, it looks like, the team were thinking the same thing you were thinking there, John. Yeah.
I'm no crew chief. I'm definitely not a crew chief. But, you know, sometimes I call it right, I guess. But ultimately, he did spin around on the backstretch there, so maybe the extra downforce might have been helpful.
Safety crew give him a push, and he's running again, and he'll be joining the pack.
Yeah, so he goes to the tail end of the lead lap. Great-looking group of Outlaw Sprints. You know, this is a classic Grand Bend Speedway division. It's one of the divisions the track is known for many, many years. The division kind of was shrinking down a little bit there. Couple years ago, you're kind of looking at it going, where are all the drivers at? But, you know, especially guys like Mike Beneteau and Brad Clark Racing, really just going out and promoting it really, really strongly. And, you know, what's the result of that? You know, so drivers take some leadership on it. People see that. They see the resources the track is throwing in on it. And suddenly, you know, there they all are. Amazing to see. If you're going to make a trip out to a track this summer, make sure you swing on out to the beach at Grand Bend and come out here to the track and see all the amazing things that are happening out here. And we'll talk more about that later on, but there is some really cool stuff happening out here.
All right, green flag this time by with Ray Janice Jr. in first, followed by Carter Nickel and the 67 of Olivia Curtis.
Curtis up to second out of that one there. Rookie driver in this division.
And the 3 wide into turn 3. Whoa.
Hold on to your hats there in the middle.
4 wide.
Just for a flash. These drivers there, they are really going for it. It's only the qualifier, folks. Hold on to it, drivers there. So 13, Ray Janice Jr., your leader. 67, Olivia Curtis. 52, Carter Nickel. 12 of Gareth McLean. Then it's the 99 of Tyson Fusil, who moved up from the junior sprints. He's got a bit of a fight on his hand there with the 12 of Gareth McLean.
That battle for seconds really heating up between the 52 of Nickel and the 67 of Curtis.
Look at him, he's right
Bumper
there.
to bumper.
Down the back stretch there, Curtis is able to stretch that to about a car length, but Nickel in the 52, watch how strong he's been. We'll see if it's the same this time, but just gets that big run off of turn 4 and down now to the inside. And he gets that spot. We'll see if Curtis is able to fight back, because she gets that big run down the back straightaway. She had some speed there.
Oh, got to make way for the 99 coming through.
Yeah.
Tyson Fusil.
Fusil, he's on the move, joins the front pack. They'll be seeing the halfway signal this time by. They're going to be coming up
And
here.
Tyson Fusil's going to take that 3rd position away from Curtis. And he's fighting 3 wide at the start-finish line. Coming up on some lap traffic here at turn 2.
Now they make their way easily around the number 2 there. And there goes Fusil now to the inside of 67 of Curtis. Curtis, though, fighting back. Oh, tries to fight back anyway.
But the number 3.
There goes Fusil. Fusil in the black 99 gets to the inside of the 52 of Carter Nickel.
The number 13 of Ray Janice Jr. still has a nice healthy lead at the start-finish line. as the second, third, and fourth cross it too.
They'll restart their feature race in the order that they finished this one. Look, out of turn 2, the 12 of McLean, the 90 of Lamont. Lamont down to the inside. With 4 laps to go, that was good for 5th place into the top 5 for Keegan Lamont. Leader at the stripe, 3 laps to go. Our second place battle coming out of turn 2, the 99 of Fusil, the 52 of Carter Nickel.
2 laps to go, signal from Flagman Terry. And we got the number 13, Origines Jr. with a nice healthy lead out of turn 4 here.
Gets his white flag, final lap. Well, JP, it looks like the Outlaw sprinters have got themselves sorted out for the moment. Feature race is going to be one to watch. Out of turn 4, down the front.
Watch out for Olivia Curtis taking over the spot from the number 17.
Lap down.
The Adam Cole.
I got you on that one, John Paul. He was the lap down there. I was excited though. Those Outlaw sprinters. 13, Janice Jr. takes it. 99 of Fusil. 52, Carter Nickel. There's your top 3. Let's run you through the drivers outside of that order. The 4th place goes to 67, Olivia Curtis. 5th to the 12 of Gareth McLean. 6th place, 90 of Keegan Lamont. The 7th place to the 5 of Kieran Rose. 8th place to the 98, Bryson Fuller. Ethan Sumaneus in 9th spot. And the 17 of Adam Cole in 10th place. 11th spot goes to the 2 of Will McLean. And rounding out the field, no laps in the books, the 33 of Mike Bento. Well, you want to see a show later on tonight, John Paul. 33 Mike Bento is going to be starting dead last in the feature race.
Oh, wow, better watch out for that one. That guy.
He's fast. He's fast. Except for in this heat race, he had that mechanic.
Looks like we have a safety crew giving a hand to a couple of carts as they exit the track.
Yeah, Adam Cole got stopped up there, up on the exit ramp.
Now, you're saying, John, sometimes when there's a lot of traffic leaving the track, it can be tempting to slow down, right?
Well, listen, so here's the thing. Everyone wants to go bumper to bumper traffic, hopping off the track there, but you're actually, especially in carts like this, you're best to actually leave a bunch of space. If you try to go up onto that ramp when everybody else is going off, when the drivers go over the ramp, suddenly they usually slow down because they're heading into the pit area. And so it can cause, just like it does out on the highway, it causes a little snake-like traffic jam. So the driver at the front slowing down, especially as he's getting into the pit area, that snakes its way back through the field. And then by the time you get onto the up back to the drivers on the track, they're to a dead stop. And if they have to dead stop going up the ramp, in the carts anyway, you know, the big cars are fine, bone stocks would be fine, but the mini trucks, the 9 horsepower, or the Outlaw sprinters, junior sprints, all of them would have a profound amount of trouble getting up that ramp. And when they do that, they just stop. They put the brakes on, they wait for safety crew. If they try to floor it, they end up burning out their clutch, and that's no good.
Alrighty, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first night for the mini trucks of 2026 at Grand Bend Speedway. So the mini trucks, they're one of the classic Grand Bend Speedway divisions. Half-size trucks running 13 horsepower motors. The mini trucks have a specific style of racing that turns this bull ring into a super speedway. These drivers are pedal to the metal all the way around the track. It takes them a few laps to get up to full speed, and they'll do everything they can to keep that momentum through the event.
You know, we sometimes call it momentum racing here. Again, they're pedal to metal all the way around. It really does turn this into a little bit of a super speedway situation here. As the driver. Oh, there's white flag. We're ready to rock and roll. 11 is Colin Klumper. 31 is Dan Collins. The 88 is Andrew Rose-Cole. 53 is Nick Thuss. The 19 is defending champion Caleb Gertz. 18H is Edwin Hyde. The 22 is Judah Busink. The 2 is Malachi Busink. And the 4 is Dylan Graham. Down the front straightaway, the green flag flies. We're off and racing 2026 mini trucks at Grand Bend Speedway. 3 wide. Hold on to your hats there as they come up.
Threading the needle there.
But the 31 of Dan Collins went from first to last on the first lap. That is a tough start. As the 11 now of Colin Klumper and the 53 of Nick Thuss are going to be doing battle at the front of this one here. 19 of Caleb Gertz up to third place already.
And the 11 of Colin Klumper and the 53 of Nick Thuss, they are bumper to bumper. Looks like this goes on the inside. They're going to be neck to neck along the straightaway going into turn 3.
Thuss here in the 53.
Dives into it, and he takes the lead position.
Klumper fights back on the inside,
but he says no, and he closes that door.
19, Caleb Gertz looking here now on the 11 of Colin Klumper. Klumper fell back to second after the 53 of Nick Thuss got himself up to the front. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 4 of Dylan Graham and the defending champ, the 19 of Caleb Gertz. The Glencoe driver, the black number 4, gets himself up to third. Mini trucks wasting no time in 2026, showing us why we love these mini trucks out here at Grand Bend Speedway.
Yeah, they're keeping me on my toes here.
53 of Thuss out by not a country mile, but a good lead for him there as the 11 of Colin Klumper now falls into a trap as the 4 of Dylan Graham. They go wheel to wheel. Graham is going to snatch that spot away down the front straightaway. That was good for second.
Yeah, you're gonna watch for these top 4. They are fast and they want that lead position.
19 of Caleb Gertz now up into the top 3. Cross flags are out. We are halfway through the qualifying race. They will, oh, there goes the 4 of Dylan Graham down to the inside of the 53 of Nick Thuss. He wants to get to the front now. At the halfway marker, the 4 of Dylan Graham gets the spot from the 53 of Nick Thuss. The 19 of Caleb Gertz in third, 11 Colin Klumper, 2 of Malachi Busink.
Oh, the 19 in the grass for a bit there out in turn 2. He's gonna lose a little bit of momentum.
Getting as low as he can go. You got a battle here for fourth place, the 2 of Busink and the 11 of Colin Klumper. Klumper's come a long way too. He was a rookie in this division last year. He previously dominated the youth micro sprints, did a lot of learning in the mini trucks last year. And now look at him here. He's battling in the top 5. Certainly holding his own. Oh, we got a slow one here in turn 3. The 51 is off the pace. And we think that's Andrew Rosecole. He's up on the high side here, and he's going to try and coast it up the ramp. We'll see if he's able to make it. That's the sporting thing to do, if he can make it up that ramp, and he does. Keeps us green on the racetrack. Good job, drivers. Your leader here is going into turn 1, the 4 of Dylan Graham, fighting with some lap traffic here with the 31 of Dan Collins. Collins doing a good job keeping it pointed the right direction out there tonight, learning every lap. That's awesome to see. 53 of Nick Thuss is going to come around. Oh, that was checkers. Oh, I was keeping, here comes it. It was checkers already for the 4. Here it is, checkers for the 4 of Dylan Graham. 53 of Nick Thuss. Did they already take the checker? I got mixed up there. It's so funny. I'm looking at scoring monitor. I'm looking at the track, but I was really looking at the driver who was pulling off the racetrack there, trying to see what would happen. We do have your final finishing order. First place, the 4 of Dylan Graham, 53 of Nick Thuss, good for second. Third goes to the 19 of Caleb Gertz, up under the podium spot. 11 of Colin Klumper finishes 4th. 2 of Malachi Busink for 5th. 22, Judah Busink for 6th. 18H of Edwin Hyde for 7th. 31 of Dan Collins for 8th. And the 88 of Andrew Rosecole rounds out our 9th place finishing spot here in the mini trucks.
A new project on the ground.
I'm here at the registration desk at Grand Bend Speedway, and I'm going to show all the folks at home, but most of all, actually, drivers who are watching from home. I'm going to show you something that I don't think I've ever seen at any racetrack, and it has to do with some of the new programs that are coming out at Grand Bend Speedway. So John Paul's going to follow me. As drivers are registering at the track, they're faced with this bulletin board. There was a big memo that went out to all the drivers recently, and what's now been posted here, and again, I've never seen this at any track, is the gate receipts from the previous event. Drivers are able to come in, and they're actually able to see how much in admissions the track took in driver registrations, and also in fan admissions. Now, why is Grand Bend Speedway posting this for the drivers to see. It's because at Grand Bend Speedway, the promoters now see the drivers as partners. So what they've done is they've laid out the base expenses for each race night, which they estimate to be just over $4,000 for the racing program. Any money that's raised above and beyond those $4,000, $4,252.05 if you want to be very precise at this stage of the season. But any money that's raised above and beyond that, that money is being put towards the drivers, our partners at Grand Bend Speedway. And so as soon as when the track, again, if they're generating above and beyond that, the drivers are benefiting. And so when there's more fans in the stands or there's more drivers in the pits, our partners, the drivers, are benefiting. So it's all laid out here. The bulletin was sent out to all the drivers. More information, if you want to get a copy of that bulletin, if you reach out to the track office, I'm sure they're happy to send a copy to you if you're a driver who's kind of curious what interesting things are going on at Grand Bend Speedway. And this is certainly it. When this memo went out, you know, it's a really new way of looking at running a racetrack. The promoters here, Tabitha and Gord, have been working really hard on that. And what is really amazing at Grand Bend Speedway is after this memo went out earlier this week, tonight we've got busy pits. We've got full divisions across the card tonight because the drivers are saying, yes, we're ready to partner with Grand Bend Speedway, and Grand Bend Speedway is ready to partner with them. So for more information, visit our website, grandbendspeedway.ca. Hop onto the contact section, send them an email, and see what it takes maybe to become a partner, a driver partner at Grand Bend Speedway. Late models up on the track.
In the lead position will be the number 92 of Dwayne Horton. Jeremy Curtis will be driving the 99 behind him, and Taylor Weber in the number 14.
You know, and that's a vehicle change actually on the 99 of Jeremy Curtis, because earlier tonight he was driving the number 1. I don't think the 99 was actually supposed to make its debut tonight, so there's a few cars in the stable back here that
looks like the hood actually. The hood's not making a debut either.
The hood's not making a debut tonight on that, but the car is. And again, I don't think that was the car they were supposed to start tonight. They were definitely practicing with the 1 all through the practice sessions, and now we got the 99 out there. I'm going to guess the number 1 might have been the one with the oil down, because we did get a report.
Oh, we got a 4th one joining. It's going to be Rodney Kerr out of Bothwell, the number 21.
Yeah, and a cool story on Rodney, actually, the driver out of Bothwell. So his dad used to race at Delaware Speedway up the road in the 1970s. And, you know, Rodney always wanted to do it. And so he's making his rookie season here at Grand Bend Speedway in that number 21, the driver again out of Bothwell. We're thrilled to see him out here. And so the late model program has been a growing program at the Speedway. You know, it's interesting in the racing community. I don't necessarily think Grand Bend Speedway is known for late model racing, but this is, in my mind, it's interesting. When they years ago, when they first told me they were going to do late models, I couldn't picture it. But now that we've been watching it for a few seasons, I really do. I see late models and I see bone stocks sort of when I close my eyes and think of the track. Of course, I still think of the mini trucks and the Outlaw sprints and things like that. But the late models here at the bull ring style racing is in at Grand Bend Speedway, and a lot of drivers are buying into it. They're saying this is where we want to race. It's a great group of drivers, and we have a lot of fun. A lot of rookies out there tonight. Half the field is rookies tonight. The 14 of Taylor Weber, she's a rookie too. She used to race junior late models and mini trucks up at Varney Speedway. She's also raced in the Pro Challenge Series. Tonight will be her 3rd ever start in a late model right here at Grand Bend Speedway.
You know, John, though, the experienced one, Jeremy Curtis, he doesn't have that hood, so maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe makes it faster, you know?
It is the 2 experienced drivers up front, both the 99 of Curtis and the 92 of Horton. They have raced here before. They're going to take the green flag here on the front straightaway. We're off and racing in the qualifier. 15 laps the distance. 92 of Horton gets out to the lead on the back straightaway. We're racing with the late models. And it just shakes when it comes by the broadcast center here. We have the big horsepower on the track now. 92 of Horton leading the way over the 99 of Jeremy Curtis. The 2 rookie drivers, the 14 of Taylor Weber and the 21 of Rodney Kerr, going to be working hard tonight, learning the ins and outs of this tight bull ring track. But if you look down the back straightaway, The 92 of Horton leads the way. The 99, Jeremy Curtis, keeping right with him. Both these drivers ran full seasons last year. And here in the qualifying race, 10 laps to go. They're at the stripe. 99 of Jeremy Curtis, don't look now. He just ran his fastest lap of the race. The 21 of Rodney Kerr at the back of the pack also ran his fastest lap of the race. And the 14 of Taylor Weber also ran her fastest lap of the race on the previous circuit. And so no surprise, the late models get faster and faster as they get some heat in these tires. And then Dwayne Horton, the 92, he just ran his fastest lap of the race so far, and now he's coming up on lap traffic with the 21 of Rodney Kerr, the rookie driver. Let's see how he navigates this here. Maybe the 99 Jeremy Curtis might be able to turn this to his advantage. He closes to within a car length. The 92 of Horton's gonna have to go around the long way here. Cooks it in up on the high side. 92 of Horton gets his foot back to the loud pedal there. Curtis gives chase down into turn 1. And they come out of the lap traffic pretty much where they went into it. No one was able to make a go of it. Except for now, they've only got 5 laps left here in the qualifying race. They're gonna catch the other rookie though, the 14 of Taylor Weber. Here we go, the 92 of Dwayne Horton, the 14 of Weber, locking it down onto the low side there. Horton throws it up to the high side. Completes the pass here. 99 Jeremy Curtis, confidently around the high side. But they're going to be running down on laps here. The 92 of Horton, he's going to see the white flag there at the start-finish line. Final lap. Or correction, 2 laps to go. He'll see the white flag this time by. Don't want to finish this race too early. Feeling the big horsepower up here through the floorboards. Final lap for the 92 of Dwayne Horton. They'll restart for the feature race in the order they finish this one and have a chance to make some adjustments in the pits as the checkered flag flies for the 92 of Dwayne Horton. He'll win the first late model race of the season for qualifying competition. Jeremy Curtis for second, 14 Taylor Weber for third, 21 Rodney Kerr finishes in fourth. We were missing from that one the 31 of Jonathan Schwemmler. Hopefully he's able to make it out for the feature race later on tonight. Yeah, we had 5 late models on the docket tonight, and there's 2 more. So not only did we have 5 late models show up for this one, but we also had 2 more in the pits that are works in progress. So Jeremy Curtis's actual car, well, actually three more that we didn't see. So we've seen the 99, which we didn't expect to see tonight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we had 8 on site tonight. They didn't all make it onto the track. That's the thing about a development program like this. But there might have even been 9, because I'm thinking, I didn't even count the number 1. So we'll keep growing that program. There's something about what they're doing here at Grand Bend Speedway that is drawing a bunch of these late models out. And we're loving it up here in the booth through the floor. You feel the floorboards shaking, JP?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling a little shaky after those cars.
There's 2 divisions that shake the earth here. The late models is one, the V8 Sprints is the other one. Okay, what are we seeing here on the docket? This should be the 4-cylinder compacts up next. Oh, I fooled everyone again. It's the B main for the youth micro sprints. They always catch me, those youth micro sprints. So here we go. This is the B main for the youth micro sprints here. Then we'll be seeing the 4-cylinders. Then we'll be seeing the kit stocks. Hope you're having fun out here tonight, folks, at Grand Bend Speedway. Taking in the sights and sound. So they're working to get these drivers keyed up here.
Looks like your running order is going to be the number 63 of Charlotte Arendt starting in the first position. Behind her will be the number 9 of Ethan Lloyd. Behind Ethan will be the number 75 of Killian Collins. And rounding out, just entering the track there, will be the looks like the number 6 of Weston O'Connor. And track safety will just be giving them a little push, help them get going. More backup arriving for the car.
And sorry, JP, I got mixed up. That's what happens when I'm listening through the glass. The intermission, the short break, isn't after the B main here. It's after the end of all the qualifying races. There'll be a brief intermission. So that'll be after the kid stocks.
And Weston O'Connor is moving.
Yep, they gave him the pull start there, I think. Sent him on his way. The fun part about the B main, again, it's development competition. And so some of the drivers who could maybe use a little bit more track time out there are able to get it in the B main. There's our white flag here at the starter stand from flagman Terry. Charlotte Arendt up on the point position here. Pace speed is a little higher than maybe what I would like to see. Oh, she's flying. Slow her down, slow down. There we go. Let's get it down to pace speed here. It gives these drivers a chance to get up front too. As the green flag flies, the B main gives newer drivers a chance to experience, you know, what it's like to start up front in a race. So again, we're learning these skills that we're building. It's a quick one here, just 10 laps.
And already the number 9 of Ethan Lloyd secures that first position.
Which is no surprise. He's raced with us before.
Yeah, he did it before the first turn even.
Yeah, struggled a little bit in the heat race tonight. That's how he ended up in the B main. I think you're going to see him just maybe set sail here. We'll see what ends up happening.
Looks like we have a little battle for third could be happening between the number 6 of Weston O'Connor and the number 75 Killian Collins. Connor getting a little closer, about 2 cars behind Collins.
And closes up here, gets a bit of a run, the 6 does, down the back straightaway. And there he goes up onto the high side. Trying to make a run, but doesn't quite have the confidence built up there. This is for 3rd and 4th position. 75 of Killian Collins. And the 6 of Weston O'Connor. Going to be halfway through this time by. Battle for 3rd and 4th in the B main here for the Youth Micro Sprints. Great way to get into racing is with Youth Micro Sprint programming.
And the number 6 of O'Connor still trying to take that 3rd position from the 75 of Collins. About 2 cars behind him. Oh, and he'll go for it. He'll take the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, but Collins closes that door.
He's looking. This is the battle we've been watching throughout the race.
2 laps left.
The leaders are going to be coming up. We've been focusing so much on this battle for 3rd and 4th. We've been neglectful of our leader, which is the 9 of Ethan Lloyd, who's coming up on this 3rd and 4th place battle. He's going to try to see if he can put them a lap down. It'll be 2 laps to go for these 2, and then white flag will be out for the 9 of Ethan Lloyd. This will be an interesting situation if Lloyd does not get around them, but I think they're going to, oh, there it goes.
They're gonna
Let's
go
go 3 wide. There we go. He's going to the inside. We waited all race, but
And that gives O'Connor a chance to steal the 3rd position.
Checkered flag, there it is. The 6 of Weston O'Connor gets it. Oh, I love the B main. The B main, it's madness, it's fun, it's development competition. I think there's just something magical. there's something magical in the B main when you're watching, you know, drivers who are building their experience and they're hesitating. They're kind of like, I got the run, but I'm not sure if I can go. I'm not sure if I can go. And next thing you know, the leaders are coming up. Oh, I think I'll go now. Let's go 3 wide in turn 3, and they find out that it works. Race fans, put your hands together. Let's have a round of applause for your B main winner. That's the 9 of Ethan Lloyd. Your B main winner, the 9 of Ethan Lloyd.
The number 9 getting a picture from April Wilson of Wilson's Photography. Special thanks to her for helping out at Grand Bend Speedway for all the photos and the official video replay and live stream supplier.
Tonight's racing is brought Grand Bend Family Go-Karts is open throughout the summer, including on race days. When you visit the beach at Grand Bend, this is one stop you've got to make. Karts run on our quarter-mile tri-oval track. Adult karts and ride-along kids karts available. Call ahead or visit grandbendspeedway.ca for daily operating hours.
Uploaded later, so be sure to check for that as well.
Up on the track now, it's the 4-cylinder compact series. Two weeks in a row, good group of drivers out for this one. Let's have a look. Who's up front? It's the 82 of Jamie Ball. He was our corner marshal in turn 3 last year, and he said, that looks like fun. I think I'll put my flag away and trade that for a steering wheel.
Telling you, John, you gotta trade that microphone for a gear stick.
They don't let me drive these things. They don't let me drive these things anymore. You know, I drove junior late model when I was a kid, made the quick jump to the microphone there, and you know, I'm comfortable with the microphone, and I got the laptop, you know, for the press release and the results. You know, I think that's what I love here.
So
I would drive it if I had the chance.
Running order is going to be the 82 of Jamie Ball, 58 of Gary Triska, the 00 Justin Clover, 78 of Lucas Chapman, 7 of Hannah Hamilton, and the number 1 of Len Sturrett.
Another great group. Lots of 4-cylinder compact drivers getting interested in competition out here at the track this year. The 00 of Justin Culver is last week's winner. Green flag flies. We're off and running. Pedal to the metal. Turn 1. Go the 4-cylinder compacts.
Whoa, and the 82 Jamie Ball keeps it. Got a little loose, but kept in there. That'll give him the 3rd place as the 58 of Gary Triska.
Whoa, Triska sliding it off the 4th turn. 78. Lucas Chapman runs up in 2nd, then 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, fighting it out here off of turn 2. Defending race winner, 00 of Justin Culver, gets down to the inside of the 82 Ball. Ball kicking it out the back end. There goes the 7 of Hamilton. Everyone's just giving it all they got out there here in the qualifier. The 1 now of Len Sturrett, picks up a spot. Let's check in with our leader. It is the 58 of Gary Triska, the 78 of Lucas Chapman. 00, Justin Culver.
You're gonna want to watch that 00. He took the win last week, didn't he?
He was our winner last week. The sad Nuggie wasn't looking so sad to me.
You know, I don't actually see a Nuggie strapped inside today.
Where is it?
Yeah.
It's usually one of those stuffies strapped onto the side.
Maybe like the hood, it's to make it a little lighter, you know.
Look, yeah, maybe it was an aero disadvantage or something there, but it looked like it was holding on for dear life. It was on the inside, right? It was on the inside of the car.
We got a battle for 4th here, coming out of turn 2. Looks like the number 1.
Turn 4. The 78 of Lucas Chapman goes down on the inside, just as that battle was heating up over in turn 2. Chapman's gonna keep it rolling here, and we stay green in the qualifying race. It'll be 9 laps to go there.
So again, that number 53 of, or actually the 58, sorry, of Gary Triska will be your leader.
9 laps to go for him that time by at the stripe. He's coming up now.
My bad. That's actually the 78 of Lucas Chapman who's in the lead.
No, it's definitely the scoring model is in error. So Lucas Chapman there, I believe it is the 58 of Gary Triska. Chapman was down on the inside grass a few moments ago. So I always say, John Paul, we always, as the announcers, you gotta trust your eyes.
I gotta live in real life.
You gotta live in reality.
Yeah.
You can't live in your screens. You can't live in your screens, young man. You gotta live for what's on the track. The 58 of Gary Trishka, your leader.
Oh, we got the double O to sneaking past the 82, thread the needle.
Yeah,
that lap traffic there.
Lap traffic. It's big lap traffic here. So the 58 of Gary Trishka, he's your leader. Coming up on the 78 of Lucas Chapman, who on the scoring monitor is pretending to be the leader, and he's pretty quick too. He's going to be trying to stay on the lead lap here. 58 Trishka is going to get down to his low side here, but they've got the number 1 of Len Starrett in that group.
Watch out for Justin Culver in the double O. He'll be trying to steal that first position.
He wants to get there. He's trying to sneak it.
Goes on the inside.
He's trying to sneak it in lap traffic. There goes the 00 of Justin Culver. 2 to go there for the 58 of Gary Trishka. 70 of Lucas Chapman, he's pretty quick there, but when he got down on the grass there, that slowed him right up. And he lost a ton of track position.
82 and the number 7, they're kind of dancing for that position there.
Yeah, that's for 4th and 5th there. They're going into turn 1 here.
But that'll be your leader, the number 58, coming out of turn 4.
And Trishka, he's got to know the 78's not the leader. Checkered flag, there he goes. The 58 of Trishka takes it. 00 Justin Culver. The 1 of Len Starrett for 3rd. 4th, 4th went to the 82 of Jamie Ball, actually. And then 5th to the 7 of Hannah Hamilton, the 78 of Lucas Chapman for 7th. So race fans, put your hands together. Let's have a round of applause for the 58, Gary Trishka, your winner. In the 4-cylinder compacts.
You know, John, you're working on your own 4-cylinder compacts in the pits today.
Yeah, this is. We should have put the clip of it in the driver profile section when we run the driver profiles. So because one of the crew members on one of the Outlaw sprints came over and gave me a hand. So I'm not gonna lie, the muffler on my old car, it has been making some noise, and
doesn't make any noise anymore. What are you talking about?
It's not making any more noise. Well, now it's making a lot of noise. And so I knew it was going to be a problem. You know, they said, you're going to have to replace this soon. I said, well, soon isn't now, and we'll just wait for that to rust right out. And so we're driving to the track today, the Checker Flag media team. We're like, well, the car is, that muffler really is finally going to go here. And then we get to the track, and then we hear, as we're pulling into the laneway, we're like, it sounds like, dragging cans behind the car. Are we dragging a muffler back there? And sure enough, muffler was dragging behind. I said, oh man, we're gonna have to go tie that up or something. Get a piece, figure out so we can get home. And then we get a look at it, and one of the boys on the Outlaw sprints was just like, well, it's not really connected to anything. We could just like rip it off. And so we removed the muffler, tossed it in the back, and we'll see what we can stitch back together next week. But anyway, yeah, I was having some 4-cylinder fun, and it just purrs like a kitten now when you're driving
purrs
around.
Kind of like a tiger.
It's got more of a tiger. So it's pretty growly for a little.
It walks like
car.
a kitten and sounds like a tiger.
So yeah, if my wife Elizabeth is listening, the muffler finally went on the old Toyota. It's that thing, that Toyota has just been kicking for years, though. It's been, every time I think it's done, it just finds new life, and that's been the journey. So this is one more step on the Toyota's journey.
Next up will be take off the hood and see if that helps your fuel economy.
Take a cue from the 99 of Jeremy Curtis. Maybe the hood is optional. I did do a pretty bad paint job on it a few years ago. I was practicing.
And if anyone here is looking for a little snack, a little drink, you can head over to the food concessions. That's over in your turn 2.
It's labeled Go-Kart Center. That's where and the pizza. It's all about the pizza.
All about the pizza.
It's all about the pizza there. They got the great pizza. I see people eating the pizza here all the time. I've had it. I love it, love it, love it. My kids loved it. Go get a pizza. It's great.
Okay.
Go. Okay. I don't have to ask you twice. Okay, so I think we should be seeing here. Where's our little card here? What's going up? Is this kid stock coming out? There should be kid stocks coming out here. Look at the scoring. Is it going to be kid stocks? Is another one of our development divisions.
Well, we got some tasty looking ice cream.
Oh, hey, ice cream. What do you got there? Hey, what's that? Hey, what is? I'm going to go see him. Hang on. Then you'll see him. What does he got? Okay, what'd you bring me, man? What'd you bring me?
I got some wacky watermelon sorbet.
Wacky watermelon sorbet. That's a new flavor. Do I get to take a lick? Is that okay? No, I won't do that to you there. Okay, what other flavors were up there? That's a new one.
Oh, well, there was some Granny's green apple sorbet.
Granny, where is she? Did you hear that? Gertz. Grandma Gertz. No. Oh, Granny's over there. Oh, no, it's Granny Gertz. How many grandmas are here tonight? Granny squared? There's so many grannies. Well, which one's the real one?
Will the real granny please stand up?
Would the real granny please stand? Who is Caleb Gertz's grandma? Well, who are you then? Colin Klumper's grandma. Oh, this is going to be intense later on. It's Colin Klumper's grandma in the number 11, and then the Gertz grandma. Okay. Okay, let's get you guys out there. Let's have a little foot race, right? We said last week we had the junior sprints. We can have the human sprints are up next, right? That'd be fun.
Might not like that.
Oh, it's World Cup season, though, so it should be a soccer game, right? I didn't bring one. Well, I hope you enjoy. What'd you say? Wacky watermelon sorbet. Ooh, you got cool flavors down there, John Paul.
Yeah, go check that out. If you're feeling a little warm, you can get some tasty treats.
It's like Days of Thunder, though. You're not allowed to eat ice cream while you call a race.
Yeah, instead of eating a microphone.
Because when you really think about it, where'd that kid go? Because when you really think about it, my microphone kind of is shaped like an ice cream cone.
It doesn't taste the same, though. Watch it.
I wonder if I could hide ice cream over top of the microphone, and then I could call a race and eat ice cream. I'm sure the fans would love to hear that, especially on the live stream, where it's right in the earbuds. Okay, Kid Stock Development Competition up next. This is just a little fun thing we do right before intermission. It gets the kids. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, so that might sound like a strange thing to say, because we said it gets the kids, and you look out there and you go, but wait, aren't those full-sized cars? And then I go, yes, these are the full-sized cars. This is Lucas Chapman, the 78, 75 of Killian Collins. Neither of these drivers is old enough to have their driver's license. Killian Collins is way not old enough to have his driver's license. But when you're on a closed course, in a controlled environment, you can have a lot of fun. Kids are able to see what it's like to drive a full-sized car. And they call it the Kid Stock program. It's a development thing that we run here at Grand Bend
And that's
Speedway.
the green flag.
And the Kid Stocks are running green. Now, this one here, this is gonna, so Lucas Chapman, he's old enough now and experienced enough, they let him run with the open 4-cylinder drivers. The 75 of Killian Collins, he's still building up his experience profile. He throws it in real deep there. And the 70 of Lucas Chapman, if I had to speculate what we're gonna see tonight out of him, we're really, I think he's trying to teach the 75 of Killian Collins something here, which is he's trying to get him to follow him. So one of the things when a driver is new to a division, whether it's kid stock or anything, one of the things you want to do is lock onto the back bumper of someone who's been doing it for a long time. And the 70 of Lucas Chapman, even though he's young, he's been doing it for a few years. And I think he's trying to give the 75 of Killian Collins a bit of a bunny to chase, because his lap times have just fallen off the floor here suddenly. But this is fun here. The idea here is Killian is building up his experience in that 75 and trying to see if he can follow the same line on the track as the 78 of Lucas Chapman. Because, again, with kids, it's tricky because he drives way up the track. He's kicking it up to the wall. But you watch, you know, you come in, you want to come in a little, he's not coming in quite as high as maybe he should be there. The idea is come in high, cut across the apex. Lucas Chapman, he's got it all figured out exactly how to do it. You'll see he'll exit here. He'll let it just drift up to the wall, and then he'll stay high and then cuts across. And if you sort of compare and contrast that, a lot of new drivers, what they try and do is they go, well, the inside of the track is obviously the shortest way around. I'll just keep it locked to the inside. But you scrub off so much speed. Look how low he came in there. You scrub off, he almost had his tires on the grass actually going into turn 1. And this is certainly not a slam on the 75 of Killian Collins. This is the reality of a development program where we get to see these drivers learn how to drive these cars. And the idea is once they build up their experience and get old enough, they're able to enter into full-size competition with a lot of confidence.
You know, John, and if you're looking at this and you want to build your experience too, you can race these go-karts around this track. We're open all throughout the summer, including on race days.
Yes. So we've got for the general public, like you're watching on TV, you're kind of like, well, what happens out there during the week? Well, even on Saturdays, right up till 5 o'clock today, we have go-karts here at the track that we run. It's an awesome program. There are thousands of fans coming through the go-kart program each and every year. It was new in the last few years, and it really has been, you know, it's Grand Bend's newest tourist destination. And boy, oh boy, like I get thousands of people come through here during the week and on weekends. So they're open tomorrow on Sunday, but they're also, like, they were open till 5 o'clock today. You know, as the racers were starting to be rolling in, the go-kart program was actually still in operation. So that was really cool. So again, there's, you know, certainly during the week, you just pay to play, come out and race the go-karts. And then on the Saturday evenings, you know, you are able, there's, as you've seen tonight, tons of different divisions to get involved with the track for every experience level. You know, the Kid Stocks is kind of an experimental thing, a fun thing. One of the promoters, Gord Bennett, you know, used to run this at another track that he worked with and had a lot of fun with it. Oh, Killian Collins, they're going to try and simulate here a bit of an opening down on the inside. And he'll get around him. And away we go here in the qualifier for the Kid Stocks. We'll be seeing them out later on tonight with 3 laps to go.
You know, if you're sitting around with a 4-cylinder, contact the track office. Learn more about how you can get on the track here.
And so again, this is the Kid Stock program, development program. Just having some fun out there, just heading into intermission. We'll be kicking it over. You know, we actually didn't do, despite that oil down during practice, we actually did not do too bad on time here. So we're moving, we're grooving. It's going to be, well, again, there'll be a brief intermission here at the end of Kid Stock. You're going to see the white flag this time by. But it's Killian Collins out front in development competition. Lucas Chapman working out there to teach his buddy a few things. That's fun. Throws it in really deep there. Killian Collins trying to make it to the checkered flag. And he'll do it. Checkered flag, 75, Killian Collins in development competition for the Kid Stocks. Okay, so we'll kick it over to a 10-minute intermission here. Great chance to get some of that wacky watermelon sorbet, John Paul, or maybe a pizza.
Or maybe watch the Granny Sprint.
Maybe watch the Granny Sprint. Yeah, maybe. All right, 10-minute intermission here. We'll get the photo here with Killian Collins. My name is John Houghton, was joined up here in the booth by John Paul Tomaszewski. And again, we'll check back in a little while.
All right, I'm going.
In the pits with the 85 of Ryan Clark. Ryan, great to see you tonight.
You too.
So you're in the youth micro sprint division. When did you get started racing?
3 years ago now.
So what got you involved? What was it that attracted you to getting involved in motorsports at Grand Bend Speedway?
Well, just watching NASCAR really on TV.
Right on. And so you're watching on TV. What is it that, so how were you able to, you know, did you come out and see the cars first? Did you watch a race, you know, in person? What was it that allowed your family to make the leap and actually get you behind the wheel of this kart?
Came like 5 years ago, came to watch to see if I liked it, then came out to race the next year.
Okay, so you've been working away on this car. What are your expectations this season? What are you looking forward to trying to pull off out there?
Trying to get at least a feature win, some podiums.
Right on. Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My dad and my grandpa, they've been doing a lot of work with the car, and my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
All right, that's Ryan Clark in the 85. Keep an eye out for him in the youth micro sprint division at Grand Bend Speedway. I'm here at the registration desk at Grand Bend Speedway, and I'm going to show all the folks at home, but most of all, actually, drivers who are watching from home. I'm going to show you something that I don't think I've ever seen at any racetrack, and it has to do with some of the new programs that are coming out at Grand Bend Speedway. So John Paul's going to follow me. As drivers are registering at the track, they're faced with this bulletin board. There was a big memo that went out to all the drivers recently, and what's now been posted here, and again, I've never seen this at any track, is the gate receipts from the previous event. Drivers are able to come in and they're actually able to see how much in admissions the track took in driver registrations and also in fan admissions. Now, why is Grand Bend Speedway posting this for the drivers to see? It's because at Grand Bend Speedway, the promoters now see the drivers as partners. So what they've done is they've laid out the base expenses for each race night, which they estimate to be just over $4,000 for the racing program. Any money that's raised above and beyond those $4,000, $4,252.05 if you want to be very precise at this stage of the season. But any money that's raised above and beyond that money is being put towards the drivers, our partners at Grand Bend Speedway. And so as soon as when the track, again, if they're generating above and beyond that, the drivers are benefiting. And so when there's more fans in the stands or there's more drivers in the pits, our partners, the drivers, are benefiting. So it's all laid out here. The bulletin was sent out to all the drivers. More information, if you want to get a copy of that bulletin, if you reach out to the track office, I'm sure they're happy to send a copy to you if you're a driver who's kind of curious what interesting things are going on at Grand Bend Speedway, and this is certainly it. When this memo went out, you know, it's a really, really new way of looking at running a racetrack. The promoters here, Tabitha and Gord, have been working really hard on that. And what is really, really amazing at Grand Bend Speedway is after this memo went out earlier this week, tonight we've got busy pits. We've got full divisions across the card tonight because the drivers are saying, yes, we're ready to partner with Grand Bend Speedway, and Grand Bend Speedway is ready to partner with them. So for more information, visit our website, grandbendspeedway.ca. Hop onto the contact section, send them an email, and see what it takes maybe to become a partner, a driver partner at Grand Bend Speedway.
All right, I'm going.
In the pits with the 85 of Ryan Clark. Ryan, great to see you tonight.
You too.
So you're in the youth micro sprint division. When did you get started racing?
3 years ago now.
So what got you involved? What was it that attracted you to getting involved in motorsports at Grand Bend Speedway?
Well, just watching NASCAR really on TV.
Right on. And so you're watching on TV. What is it that, so how were you able to, did you come out and see the cars first? Did you watch a race, in person? What was it that allowed your family to make the leap and actually get you behind the wheel of this kart?
Came like 5 years ago, came to watch to see if I liked it, then came out to race the next year.
Okay, so you've been working away on this car. What are your expectations this season? What are you looking forward to trying to pull off out there?
Trying to get at least a feature win, some podiums.
Right on. Who you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My dad and my grandpa, they've been doing a lot of work with the car, and my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
All right, that's Ryan Clark in the 85. Keep an eye out for him in the youth micro sprint division at Grand Bend Speedway. John Houghton here at Grand Bend Speedway with none other than Gary Trichka. Gary, we were just chatting. You were back in the old days. You were a chaos car driver, and then it's the bone stocks, and now it's the four-cylinder compacts at Grand Bend Speedway. Walk us through, how did you get into racing in the first place?
I was crewing for a guy at Delaware, Jeff Schaller. He was my mentor at that time, and he involved whatever we got now going on. Like, once we started, everything was stock. You go out, get a junk car, throw a cage in it, and these things are like mini stocks now. They're just nuts.
And so definitely an evolution of racing as time goes on. Walk us through, what's it like racing at Grand Bend Speedway? Last year was your first year in what was the bone stocks at that time. Tell folks at home, what's it like ripping around the track?
It's actually a blast. It's nice and small. It's like a big little bull ring, but it's fun. It's tricky, but we get around it pretty good.
And who helps you out in this car?
My boss, IH Services, Dynamic Fluid Products, HTI Racing. these two cars come out of the stable. So, and who else we got on here? Clausen Auto Parts, Grand Bend for having us. I think that's all.
That's great. Well, I'll take John Paul for a quick walk around the car here. So it's the number 58 of Gary Trishka. It's the 4-cylinder compact series here at Grand Bend Speedway. Gary's been doing a lot of hard work. He races sometimes at Delaware, races up here at Grand Bend here on the bull ring, and we're going to have a heck of a lot of fun with these 4-cylinder compacts this year. So one of the innovations at Grand Bend Speedway and at many short tracks all over the world are these transponders on the vehicle. So the transponder, these radio transponders are mounted to each vehicle. This is on the 67 Olivia Curtis, and I'm just going to pull it out here so we can get a real good look at it here. So they're actually radio transponders. They send a radio signal, emit a radio signal that then is picked up by a cable down on the track surface. When the cable receives a signal, it recognizes which transponder it is. We have that keyed then, of course, to the vehicle number and then the driver's name. And so then up top, we are able to see the running order, we're able to see lap times, and then also really cool, we plug that into the computer upstairs, and we're able to broadcast that out through software like Race Monitor and My Race Pass, and the drivers are actually able to check their own lap times, not while they're driving, hopefully, but certainly from the pits, their crew can check it. And then all that's really required, it's got to have a clear path to the racetrack. So this transponder here, if it was mounted, say, back over top of the engine or something like that, it's not going to work very well. But as long as it has a clear line of sight to the racetrack, when we are up top, we're able to keep track of where this number 67 is on the Speedway. The same scoring transponders are used in all the race cars. So whether it's a V8 Sprint, a late model, whether it's an Outlaw Sprint, or one of the Youth Micro Sprints, same scoring transponder, accurate lap times, gives the drivers and the crews a lot of great information, and also the folks following along at home. If they're watching on the checkerflagmedia.com feed, we can see, of course, the running order, but of course seeing those lap times, which drivers are picking up speed, which driver just ran their fastest lap. All of this gives crew and fans a lot more information on what's going on the track. All right, I'm going. In the pits with the 85 of Ryan Clark. Ryan, great to see you tonight.
You too.
So you're in the Youth Micro Sprint division. When did you get started racing?
3 years ago now.
So what got you involved? What was it that attracted you to getting involved in motorsports at Grand Bend Speedway?
Well, just watching NASCAR really on TV.
Right on. And so you're watching on TV. What is it that, so how were you able to, did you come out and see the cars first? Did you watch a race, in person? What was it that allowed your family to make the leap and actually get you behind the wheel of this cart?
Came like 5 years ago, came to watch to see if I liked it, then came out to race the next year.
Okay, so you've been working away on this car. What are your expectations this season? What are you looking forward to trying to pull off out there?
Trying to get at least a feature win, some podiums.
Right on. Who you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My dad and my grandpa, they've been doing a lot of work with the car, and my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
All right, that's Ryan Clark in the 85. Keep an eye out for him in the Youth Micro Sprint division at Grand Bend Speedway. John Houghton here at Grand Bend Speedway with none other than Gary Trishka. Gary, we were just chatting. You were back in the old days, you were a chaos car driver, and then it's the bone stocks, and now it's the 4-cylinder compacts at Grand Bend Speedway. Walk us through, how did you get into racing in the first place?
I was crewing for a guy at Delaware, Jeff Schaller. He was my mentor at that time, and he involved whatever we got now going on. Like, once we started, everything was stock. You go out, get a junk car, throw a cage in it, and these things are like mini stocks now. They're just nuts.
And so definitely an evolution of racing as time goes on. Walk us through, what's it like racing at Grand Bend Speedway? Last year was your first year in what was the bone stocks at that time. Tell folks at home, what's it like ripping around the track?
It's actually a blast. It's nice and small. It's like a big little bull ring, but it's fun. It's tricky, but we get around it pretty good.
And who helps you out in this car?
My boss, IH Services, Dynamic Fluid Products, HTI Racing. These two cars come out of the stable, so And who else we got on here? Clausen Auto Parts, Grand Bend for having us. I think that's all.
That's great. Well, I'll take John Paul for a quick walk around the car here. So it's the number 58 of Gary Trishka. It's the 4-cylinder compact series here at Grand Bend Speedway. Gary's been doing a lot of hard work. He races sometimes at Delaware, races up here at Grand Bend here on the bull ring, and we're going to have a heck of a lot of fun with these 4-cylinder compacts this year. Down here with Jamie Ball at Grand Bend Speedway for the 4-cylinder compacts. Jamie, welcome back to Grand Bend Speedway.
Thank you.
So how did you get into racing, Jamie?
I started out here on the safety crew, and then I decided I want to get into racing, so I bought a bone stock, and then, yeah, so.
So you felt like you wanted to get a little bit closer to the action. The safety crew, you know, helping the cars and drivers out there on the track, but do you think it's going to be you who needs help this season, or how are you feeling?
I hope no trouble this year, so hopefully everything goes good, and we'll see how things go.
And what's been your experience out here so far?
So far, so good. And I just ran my best lap time today, so I'm happy with that.
Well, that's great. Anyone you want to thank for helping you out in the car this year? Any crew out there?
I want to thank Nathan Rhea, Gary Triska, my wife Corinne, my son Matthew, my father-in-law Kelly, and April Wilson's photography for helping us out, Gord and Tabitha, and the outside diner there.
So that's Jamie Ball. You can look for him in the 4-cylinder compact series right here at Grand Bend Speedway. John Houghton here at Grand Bend Speedway with none other than Gary Trishka. You know, Gary, we were just chatting. You were back in the old days. You were a chaos car driver, and then it's the bone stocks, and now it's Leaf Racewear, McCann Ready Mix, Lambton Sanitation, Brander Steel Industries, Action Trailers, CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Robson Scrap Metals, and Country Corners. For a full schedule of summer events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. John Houghton here for Grand Bend Speedway with Carson from Camp Canada RV. Carson, you got some stuff to show us today. What do you want to show us?
Absolutely. We have here our B-Volt. This is our 4Motion golf cart here. The MSRP price is $11,900. It is a 72-volt electric with LED lead-acid batteries. You have your McPherson independent suspension. You got 4-corner disc brakes. This thing is not just a campground cruiser. It's a racetrack cruiser as well, guys.
And where can people come and see the... Okay, we are back and ready to go with feature race competition. Starting first with our junior sprinters. They are the first up on deck for their 25-lap main event. The youth micro sprints on track. Correction, 20-lap. John Paul, you're making it work.
I trust the paper, John.
So you have evolved. You have moved from the screen, and you have moved to the realm of the paper.
I went from single-celled organism to monkey.
There is hope. There is hope for you yet, young man.
Nice shiny pace car leading these junior sprinters.
Love that Corvette up front. Looking good, looking good. Let's get you your starting lineup here for the youth micro sprinters. The blue number 6 is Alexis Eaton. The 6X is Maxwell Lloyd. Number 85, Ryan Clark. The 2 is Blake Watson. Number 90, Paisley Lamont. Black number 39 is Landon Moore. The number 9 is Ethan Lloyd. Starting 8th is the 63 of Charlotte Aaron. Number 75 is Killian Collins, starting 9th. Starting 10th is the 57 of Maxon Dessat. And in 11th, the number 6 of Weston O'Connor. Lights are off on the wheel and corner lights. The green flag is in starter Terry's hand. He's ready to rock and roll, and so are these drivers. Keep an eye out of turn 4, and now down the front straightaway, the green flag drops on the youth micro sprints, and we are racing with the 6X of Maxwell Lloyd. Gets to the turn first with the 2 of Blake Watson, right chasing along with the 6 of Alexis Eaton.
Yeah, the 2 cuts off the 6 over there as they're neck and neck at the start-finish line.
Wheel to wheel here. Into the first turn, they touch.
And the number 2, Blake Watson, secures the first place from Maxwell Lloyd in the 6X.
2 of Blake Watson, 6X Maxwell Lloyd, 6 of Alexis Eaton. Six of Alexis Eaton closing up on the 6X of Maxwell Lloyd. Winner gets to keep the vehicle number. 2 number 6s in this division. They're allowed to run the letter post-fix. The 6X of Maxwell Lloyd running in second, chasing down the very fast purple number 2 of Alexis Eaton here in Youth Micro Sprint Development Competition at Grand Bend Speedway on a beautiful Saturday night. Just up from the beach at Grand Bend. This is where all the action is on Saturday nights.
Got a little battle coming for 5th place in the back straightaway going into turn 3 between the 9 of...
Should be Ethan Lloyd there.
Ethan Lloyd and the 85 of Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark, we for fans who are watching on the live stream, we actually had a driver profile we filmed with him earlier today, and that made the live stream tonight. He picks up that spot. That was good for a top 5. He's going hunting now on the 39 of Landon Moore. This orange number 85 of Ryan Clark just coming down the backstretch into turn 3 right now.
Let's check in on your leaders at the start-finish line. Just overtook some lap traffic. And it's still going to be the number 2, Blake Watson, followed by the 6X of Maxwell Lloyd.
I'm just keeping an eye here, and the camera's got locked down out of turn 2. The 85 of Ryan Clark looking to the high side of the black 39 of Landon Moore. They go around the lap traffic of the number 6. The other number 6, I guess there's 3 number 6. I guess that's why he's listed 23W on the scoring sheet.
The yellow number 6.
The yellow number 6, the 23W.
And watch out for the 85 and the 30.
Yeah, that's still the 85 and 39 Landon
39.
Moore. Still cutting their way through traffic here. They get around the 75 of Killian Collins. This is your 4th and 5th place battle. Clark looking to the bottom side.
We have our top 3 running on the start-finish line right now.
Halfway through. 20-lap feature race, halfway through, 10 laps in, 10 laps to go. Still watching the black 39, the 85 of Ryan Clark. This is your best battle on the speedway, coming out of turn 2 and heading into turn 3 now. The black 39 being chased by the 85 of Ryan Clark. Clark now looking up to the high side here, trying to get a momentum run. He's got a head full of steam down the backstretch, gets his nose to the inside here through turns 3 and 4, and he's gonna take that spot from the black 39 of Landon Moore. That was good for 4th place.
But watch out, battle for 2nd, opening up between Alexis Eaton and Maxwell Lloyd.
Yeah,
2 6s.
Right here on the front stretch, duel of the 6s going into turn 1. 6X Maxwell Lloyd in the black 1. The blue number 6 of Alexis Eaton.
The 6 passes the 6, followed by the 6 and then turn 4 there.
There they all are. You see them all in one shot. That proves all 6, 6. They're all there fighting for their number. 6X of Maxwell Lloyd. The yellow number 6 is technically the 23W. Well, we got it.
Eaton goes on the high
Get
side.
some tape on that one. Eaton is looking on the high side here at the start-finish line.
Oh, and we got a flip.
Oh,
straight
upside
away.
down on the backstretch, the 57 of Max and Desat. That's going to trigger a red flag because it was a rollover in youth micro sprint competition.
I saw it just out of the corner of my eye, not sure. Looks like it was just a solo little, got kind of loose there. Safety crew checking out on the driver.
You know, and this has been something we've been following with the 57 of Max and Desat. He's been running faster and faster. He was running 7th at the time of the flip. Safety crew down there doing a great job checking in on the driver. And you see him starting to get out of the car there, race fans. Put your hands together for the 57 of Max and Desat. We always have the drivers get out slowly after they take a little tumble like that.
We got the safety crew taking the cart away, and we have the driver inside the safety vehicle with the medics. Drivers will be lined up at the start-finish line in a moment.
And officials just helping to make sure oh, a little bump over there. The 9 of Ethan Lloyd ran into the back of the 39 of Landon Moore. Youth Microsprint's getting a little bit of help here from the officials. Some of the drivers shut the engines off, of course, during the red flag. Here comes the 2 of Blake Watson. Okay, Blake, we'll check in with you. It's not quite victory lane time yet. You're out front here in the youth micro sprints. What's it going to take to stay out front tonight?
Yeah, hoping for a good restart here. Yeah, looking, I don't know, hopefully stay clean, get some good racing in, and hopefully finish here at the victory lane tonight.
Well, we'll let you get back to it because the field is filing in, ready to rock and roll here in the youth micro sprint.
you can see, the drivers are lined up single file before they get going. We'll definitely keep an eye out for that number 2 of Blake Watson, as she will be your leader going into the next laps. 6 laps to go. And the drivers are moving.
Well, folks, we hope you're enjoying your time at Grand Bend Speedway tonight. The kids out there certainly are. They're grinning from ear to ear out there, especially knowing the 57 of Max and Desat's okay from his little tumble there on the back stretch.
Drivers getting the signal to double up.
It's one of those things, John Paul. You and I were filming the safety equipment tour last week on, we were filming it on a bone stock, or a 4-cylinder compact, I should say. But the interesting thing, it's basically the same safety equipment on the youth micro sprints. And so it gives us a lot of confidence when the kids are out there, rip-roaring around the track, and maybe they get themselves in a little bit of a tumble like we saw Max and Desat, but we have a high degree of confidence in our safety crew and the safety equipment, and we're able to line them back up and go have some fun here again.
Yeah, that's the beauty of racing, John. It sure is amazing what they can do. Looks like your starting order will be the number 2 of Blake Watson, the number 6 of Alexis Eaton, followed by the 85 of Ryan Clark. Your top 3 beside Ryan Clark, we got the number 39 of Landon Moore, followed by the 9 of Ethan Lloyd.
'63 is Charlotte Aaron. And they're 2x2 all the way through. 6 laps to go. Maybe I should have told Blake that when I was interviewing her. Maybe we'll see her in 6 laps. But anyway, the 2 of Blake Watson, the 6X of Maxwell Lloyd, the 6 of Alexis Eaton. Green flag drops. The 39 of Landon Moore is up to 4th. We are underway with the youth micro sprints once again. Two of Blake Watson, 6X, or the 6X are running order. 2 of Blake Watson, 6 of Alexis Eaton, 85 of Ryan Clark.
The 6X of Maxwell Lloyd has climbed about 4 positions this last lap.
Top 3 single file. Battle heating up for 4th, 5th, and 6th. That 9 of Ethan Lloyd, 39 of Landon Moore. There's the 6X of Maxwell Lloyd up on the high side. I feel like we might have missed something with him, because usually he's up towards the front of these things and he drops to the rear. So I think we might have got distracted and missed something there, because he is cutting through the field now like a hot knife through butter. He's going to be up to 5th place here.
2 laps to go.
Time running down. It'll be 1 lap to go this time by for the 2 of Blake Watson, the driver out of West Lorne. White flag flies, final lap. 6 of Alexis Eaton in 2nd, 85 Ryan Clark trying to see if he can't steal 1 spot before this thing wraps up. And behind that for 4th, 5th, and 6th, there's a big battle going on back there. We'll check in with them, but meanwhile, checker flag, 2 Blake Watson, 6 Alexis Eaton, 85 Ryan Clark. Down in the dirt goes. I don't know how they're going to score that one there, because the 6 of Maxwell Lloyd did not cross the transponder loop. He was pulling out all the stops down there.
He's getting the grass tour today.
He's getting the grass tour. He did cross the line, but he didn't cross the transponder, so it'll be tough to figure out the order on that. Good luck scoring team on that one. Oh, and we got a drop drive chain over here in turn 4 on the 9 of Ethan Lloyd. Busy times at Grand Bend Speedway and the youth micro sprinters. Well, look at the drive chain slap back on that one here and come down and see our top trio. top-notch trio tonight. Feel like we just talked to Blake, but the race wasn't over then. Race fans, put your hands together for the two of Blake Watson, your winner tonight in a hotly contested feature race. Blake Watson pulling off the helmet and other equipment here. Well, first off, let's put a checker flag in your hand, Blake. Congratulations. You know, we interviewed you under the red flag there. There was 6 laps to go, and you were able to keep it out front.
Yeah, we had a great restart there. Such a good race. So unfortunate that happened with the red flag and all. Kart's looking real good. It wasn't looking too well in practice and in the heat, but then the feature, it all turned around.
Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
Big thanks to RCM Plumbing, Stickers and Scuffs, Ladies of the Oval, my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, all the fans who come out tonight. I have lots of friends watching on live right now. Big thanks to everybody, Gord, Tabitha, everybody who helps run this track.
Race fans, put your hands together for the two. Blake Watson, your winner in Youth Micro Sprint competition. Lexus Eaton, congratulations, 2nd place run tonight. We'll see the GoPro footage maybe on the internet later on. Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat tonight?
I want to thank Extreme Metalworks, NTM Bearings. Happy birthday to my friend Bryson, my mom, my dad, Gordon, Tabitha, my Nana, and my grandma dad for coming out tonight.
That's the 6 of Alexis Eaton, and then the 85 of Ryan Clark. 2nd time I've talked to you with a microphone. The other one was the driver profile that ran on the live stream. Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat tonight?
My dad and my grandpa, they did a lot of help with me, and I helped a little bit with some stuff, and I'm really happy about this.
That's the 85 Ryan Clark with a top 3 finish tonight. Let's head on back up top and get ready for the Outlaw Sprinters up next. Good job, drivers. Okay, checking in. How was the ice cream? We got to follow up. What was it called? Watermelon Supreme. What was it called again?
The wacky watermelon.
Wacky watermelon. You feeling extra wacky now?
Feeling wacky up.
All right. All right. Okay. Who were you rooting for in that one? Did you have a pick?
Definitely Blake Watson. Yeah.
All right. And then who's your pick for the Outlaw Micro Sprints coming up next?
The 6'7" Tim Hortons. Whoever's driving that one. Yep.
That's a popular number this year. I wonder why.
Oh, like 6'7"?
Yeah. Oh man. We should kick you out and revoke your wristband for Anyway, I wondered how long until this broadcast would devolve into 6'7" jokes. Took exactly 67 minutes. Oh wait, what's the clock say? Philip, what's the clock say? How many minutes? 21, but well, yeah, the stream dropped for a bit. Well, I think it was 6 minutes. We don't really know. Kids these days. It's the wacky water. He gets into the wacky watermelon. It's all
Too
6'7"
wacky,
jokes.
too wacky.
Too wacky for this show.
Next
The
time.
fans in the stands are too wacky. We got to contact the stand back there. Got to cut off the wacky watermelon sales. The grandstand is getting out of control.
Yeah, we should do a tame toffee to keep it down.
We got to get the tame toffee up in the grandstands because the fans, too much wacky watermelon up here at Grand Bend Speedway. The fans are freaking out. Or a little pizza to balance things out.
Yeah, you could get about 6 or 7 slices. out
No,
of the pizza.
John Paul, no, not you too. Not you too.
All right, well, next up will be the Outlaw Sprints. These guys are fast, they're furious, and they know how to race here at Grand Bend.
And what I'm gonna be watching for, especially in these Outlaw Sprinters, is the driver who, if he's able to make the call, is gonna be starting absolutely dead last. He's gonna be on a tear. He's gonna be on an absolute blast. It's the 33 of Mike Beneteau, had trouble during the qualifying race. Starting from the back of this one, you want to see a show. Keep an eye on that 33 at the back of this pack because he's going to be provided he got the car. There he is, right there, coming to the start-finish line. Provided he got that cart, reset the way he wanted to. Keep an eye on that guy. All right, let's run through our starting lineup here. The 13. Let's run through your starting lineup. The 13 is Ray Janice Jr. The 99 is Tyson Fusil. The 52 is Carter Nickel. The 67 is Olivia Curtis. The 12 is Gareth McLean. The 90 is Keegan Lamont. Kieran Rose starts in 7th. The 98 of Bryson Fuller. The 17 of Adam Cole is 9th. The 33 of Mike Beneteau starts 10th. And Ethan Sidamaneas starts in 11th in the 23. I think he chose to start, we call it start and scratch. It's where you go to the back of the pack. Beneteau would have been the one to start at the back of the pack, but Sidamaneas, he was a crew member on Beneteau's crew, got the itch, got out on the track. We did a driver profile on him earlier today on the live stream. So Sidamaneas, I think, electing to start from that 11th position. I always say that's a smart move. Oh, they got one down the grass down here. The 2. Who was that? They had the big wing on
The
earlier
2 of
today.
Will McLean.
Oh yeah, I think you put the stuff you put together because you hear the names, it doesn't click, right? So everybody's moving up. So we had in the bone stock or the 4 cylinders, we had Jamie Ball moved up from being a corner marshal to being a driver, and here Will McLean, who's out there in the 2.
Flagman Will.
He was a Flagman Will last year, which then gave way to Flagman Terry. Oh man, I forgot. What is the funnest thing we can do? Where's the kid with the wacky watermelon again? Where did he go? Where's the wacky watermelon? Okay, get over here. We want you to throw the green flag on this race. Come on, Pally, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. He says he's practiced for his whole life. He's practiced. He's ready to throw the green flag on this race. Okay, I'm gonna scare Terry. You wait here for a second. I'm gonna let Terry know. This is Flagman Terry. This is Wacky Watermelon. What's your real name?
Brady.
Okay, Brady. Brady's gonna come up and help you throw the green flag on this one, all right? Terry says we can do that. He's gonna show you the way, okay? Wacky Watermelon Brady. If you want to take a photo, you can come right on down if you like.
Looks like old Flagman Will had to take the right turn on that trailer.
Okay, so we got Flagman Will racing on the track. We got Wacky Watermelon Brady. He's got the green flag in his hand. We'll see if he knows how to use it. What did he just graduate from, though? Brady, where'd you graduate from? Your shirt says you graduated from something. Where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from St. Clemens School.
All right. All right, they're getting... Photo will be up on Facebook later, parents, just in case you're wondering. Okay. Wacky Watermelon Brady with the green flag set to go on a very intense field of 9 horsepower Outlaw sprinters.
And we are green on the race.
Oh, wow. The caution came on there for a second. It went red and it went yellow. The drivers are going to be very confused. Oh, the switch. Brady, what did you do? What'd you do, Brady? It was all Terry. He says he's throwing the blame. Is that what you've taught him to do, is to throw the blame? Oh, no. We're going to have you come down here, Brady. We're going to have you throw the green from down here. It's too crowded up there. The switch. It's the switch. There we go.
Looks like your top 4 will be the 13 of Ray Janice Jr., the 99 of Tyson Fusil.
The Outlaw sprinters did a good job holding on to that there. We have it's a different way of using the toggle switch upstairs. It has a lot of benefits, so it allows us to turn the lights off when they're coming to the green. But we were still working out the fine tuning on that, and the sprints did a great job because it went off yellow, red, and the sprints were kind of like, wait, what? They also had the earpiece, so they were able to help with that. Terry's got his finger on the trigger on the green. Brady's got the green. The lights are green. We're racing with the Outlaw sprinters. Okay, Brady, back to safety. Good job, buddy. Good job.
And we were 3 wide for a second going into turn 3. Let's see at the start-finish line. We had the 13 of Ray Janice Jr. Looks like it was neck and neck, but it was the 67 of Olivia Curtis that made it across, and she will be coming in on the inside of the 13 to try to steal that lead position, and she does it. She secures it across the start-finish line here. That's the 67 of Olivia Curtis. But the 13 of Ray Janice Jr. is not going to give up that spot because he goes on the inside now. Now they're neck and neck. And now he takes the lead again.
Oh, round up into the wall goes one of them. Oh, secondary. Hey, watch out on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes. Whew. Oh, there's a loose wheel. Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, man. Go to camera. We'll check here on the main replay and see if we can catch what happened. Catching up just with the leaders. Oh, it just it was Janice Jr. It just broke. Here, let's go. Once it comes up here, Philip, go to the slow-mo. I think we're going to see the 13 of Janice Jr. He kicks it sideways, and the 67 Olivia Curtis nowhere to go under the back. The 99 of Fusil up into the wall.
Hard to see where that wheel came from, though.
Well, here's the Cam 2 replay. Sometimes this gives us a little bit of a clearer shot. You'll see the field coming into view on the right-hand side of your screen if you're watching from home. And now we didn't quite determine what happened there, but it looked like our 13 of Janice Jr., he kicked it sideways there. And rough go there for those.
There's the safety crew's looking at the 99 of Tyson Fusil. I have a suspicion that is where that rogue wheel came off of.
So under red flag here in the Outlaw Sprinters.
Looks like we got a little bird that is joining the action on the track. And that's where the missing wheel came from. It was actually the number 5 of Kieran Rose out of Kerwood. Yep, the wheel just came right off there. Loading the cart onto the trailer. Well, we solved that mystery. .33 of Mike Beneteau giving a little wave to the camera. We have a vacant number 99 of Tyson Fusil.
So under red flag here, the Outlaw Sprinters They're going to work to get these drivers lined back up. Some of them have gone to the pits. Tyson Fusil's 99 is going to need a pull off the track.
That'll be interesting, as the number 99 was in the last lap. It was in 3rd place, which means the other drivers are going to move up a bit. So I just heard from race control that actually the top 3 will be moving to the back of the line. So that's going to shake up the order quite a bit, as we still have 24 more laps to go. But once again, a beautiful sunset here at Grand Bend. We have the red sun rays just shining over the horizon there. It must look beautiful on the water. It's cooled down. The wind has died down a little bit. So your new running order is going to have the number 12 of Gareth McLean leading the pack, followed by the 90 of Keegan Lamont, the 52 of Carter Nickel, 33 of Mike Beneteau, the 98 of Bryson Fuller,
Great group of 9 horsepower sprinters here tonight, the Outlaw Micro Sprints. And set to resume under caution conditions.
and the carts are moving. So once again, it looks like your running order is going to be the 12 of Gareth McLean, followed by the 90 of Keegan Lamont, the 52 of Carter Nickel, 33 of Mike Beneteau, 98 of Bryson Fuller, the 17 of Adam Cole, followed by the 23 of Ethan Sidemaneus, and then your 13 of Ray Janice Jr., and then your 67 of Olivia Curtis, and that will be your running order.
It looks like the 67 of Olivia Curtis and she was going to the tail end of the line there as an involved car. But the vehicle won't fire back up, I guess, so they're loading her onto the trailer there. Classic drive chain drop on the 67 of Olivia Curtis. So under caution here in the Outlaw sprints. And it looks like we've got the track clear. It's the fastest growing division at the Speedway. But we've also got the fastest growing count of Outlaw sprints in the pits of any division at the Speedway right now. We'll see if any pop out that turn 3 side of the track there, because Olivia Curtis dropping that drive chain bought a bunch of these guys a bunch of time. They couldn't have timed it better if they paid her off to do that, to drop that drive chain, because that bought them probably 2 minutes in the pits. So anyone with a drop drive chain or just needed to get belted back in. They see who's that coming over the ridge there? Who's came over the ridge there? So somebody was.
See, that's the 33 of Mike Beneteau.
So Beneteau got back out, so that worked out. So I guess he'll be right back in the thick of it here, I guess. So
everybody knows.
Well, they're doubling up here on the back straightaway.
It's going to be a white flag this time by.
It's interesting. I love watching the chat, actually, because the chat sometimes has interesting comments. They said the Tim Hortons car did nothing wrong. It's interesting. As you look at it, we don't try as officials. We don't assess whether they did anything wrong or not. All we assess is involved car or not. And so what they did was they scored her as an involved car. The reason she's off the track right now is because of the drop drive chain. Otherwise, she would just start tail end of the line. Hope that makes sense. Green flag set to fly here. We're back at it with the Outlaw Micro Sprinters. And we're making our way back on track. 24 laps to go for the Outlaw Micro Sprinters. And the front two breaking away. The 90 of Keegan Lamont. Okay, let's keep track. Who's our leader here coming across the line? 33, Mike Beneteau. That's weird, though, JP, because I thought we said the 33 just came back on. I wonder what's going on there. Well, I'll try to get a look at the numbers on these. Those Brad Clark racing cars really have similar-looking paint jobs. I see a 33, a 13, and a 23. It was the 23 of Ethan Cinnamonias who came back on the track.
Watch out for the 19 of Ray Janice Jr. He is taking the high side of those cars, and he's coming up for second place here, fighting that battle.
So Beneteau, who started,
takes it.
Beneteau, who started dead last, up to the front of this pack, now being chased by the 13 of Ray Janice Jr. So it is the Brad Clark racing cars that have found their way to the front of this. And Ethan Cinnamonias got back on the track. That was the one we mistook for the 33 of Mike Beneteau. So your leader, the 33 of Mike Beneteau, the 13 of Janice Jr. gets the lead from him there at the start-finish line. And we've got dancing partners out front. They're team cars, but both of them want to get that checkered flag. Your leader, the 13 of Ray Janice Jr., being chased by the 33 of Mike Beneteau, who started dead last in this thing. And he slides up the groove, and the 13 of Janice Jr. gets down to the inside. And it's the back and forth seesaw that the Outlaw Sprinters are famous for. As meanwhile, the 12 of McLean and the 90 of Keegan Lamont waiting in the wings there as they're still fighting it out for the lead out front. 33 of Beneteau and the 13 of Janice Jr. Oh, Beneteau ran into the back of the 13. Got down into the grass. He just ran square into the back of him. He'll try to keep it going here, but it is not good luck for Mike Beneteau. Still green on the racetrack here. I think he's having trouble getting it over the pavement lip there. Mike's have to see he can't get it over the lip. There's no suspension in the cars. There's the caution. He was trying to keep it going. He's over in the bottom of turn 1 there. let's get that replay here. Checker Flag Media hit the save on the replay in just the right spot. Yeah, he just ran into the back with his right front tire. I think they might have even touched tires on that there and sent him down to the grass. And then here it is again. 13 of Janice Jr. out front. Beneteau, let's see if they touch tires. Well, I don't know if they actually did touch or if the back end just came around the 33, but the result is the same. And he couldn't get it over the lip. So if we go back to our turn 1 cam here, we'll see the safety crew just lifting the 33 of Beneteau back up onto the track there. It should be fine, but you know, the Outlaw sprinters, they have really low clearance to the ground, and you know, it looks like the grass and the pavement is level, but look at that there. If you look at that shot, JP, look how low he is to the ground. And so when they try to get back on the track, the Nerf bars on the car actually can start scraping, and so he's trying to get back up onto the racetrack, but he just couldn't get there. So he'll catch up to the tail of the field, and I guess we get to see Mike Beneteau try and travel through this, cut through this field again. Your running order looks like this: 13 Janice Jr. out front, 90 of Keegan Lamont, 98 Bryson Fuller, 12 of Gareth McLean, 15 laps to go.
White flag this time by for Ray Janice Jr. We'll see if Beneteau can grab those like 7 cars again.
Well, keep an eye on him. Like, if you've never been to Grandman Speedway before, you watch that 33 of Mike Beneteau at the back of this field. Just see what he can do. If the cart is still in good shape, if he didn't take any damage in terms of knocking the setup out of alignment, he's going to be on a tear.
No, John, I think he could take 6 or 7 cars.
Don't even get started with me, John Paul. Green flag flies. We're back at it here again in the Outlaw Sprinters.
With Mike Beneteau in 3rd place. And he takes the 2nd.
Is that even possible? What even happened there?
I think I blinked.
I think I blinked and Mike, is that right? There he is. Okay, cool. Let's pick up where we left off. 13 of Janice Jr., 33. How did he even do that?
I don't know, but he takes the inside of Janice Jr. and he steals that 1st position.
I'm going to have to watch the replay later.
Bumper to bumper.
Okay, Beneteau's out front, a lap after starting from the rear. That's speed. I don't know how he did it. I'm going to go back and check the tape and see what kind of trick he was able to pull to make that happen.
Carts are single file coming across the start-finish line. We're halfway through, 13 laps to go.
I mean, it was a lot of cars, but it wasn't really a lot of distance when you think about it, because they were bunched up there on that restart. I can't wait to go back and check that tape and see how he did it.
And you know, when you're making all the way across the track in the back, to get to the back, you have a lot of momentum, eh? So I imagine that helps too.
Side by side for the lead, the 90 of Keegan Lamont. Gonna try and see if he can snatch this one away from the 33 of Mike Beneteau. He's right there too, along with the third. Oh, Janice Jr. actually leads that. Now we gotta get these guys to paint their cars a different color, Jump. Janice Jr. in the third. There goes the 33 of Beneteau down low. At the stripe.
We also got a battle at the start-finish line here for what, 5th place?
Yep, that's Ethan and the 52. But we're 3-way battle for the lead here out of turn 4. We'll keep it locked on these guys here. At the stripe there, 33 of Beneteau, still your leader, 13 of Janice Jr. Making a 4-way fight out front with the 12 of Gareth McLean joining the party. Beneteau in the 33, 13 of Janice Jr., 90 of Lamont. It'll be 6 laps to go here at the stripe with the 13 of Janice Jr. Hot on the tail of the 33 of Mike Beneteau, who went from the back to the front to the back to the front. Now he's sitting in right up at the top of the charts here.
Fight for 1st, fight for 3rd, fight for everything here at Grandman Speedway.
5 laps to go, that time by at the stripe. Beneteau in the 33 opens up the gap just a little bit here in the final goings. We'll see if the 13 of Janice Jr. can mount one more charge. He's got wide open racetrack ahead of them. There's not going to be any lap traffic to deal with here. Closes to within half a car length, closes even closer into the turn. Looking to the bottom side, your leader, the 33 of Mike Beneteau, the 13 of Ray Janice Jr. trying to make a go of it. Right to the back bumper. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by.
With the 12 of Gareth McLean following shortly behind in third, just taking the 90.
On the back straightaway, closing to danger close. The 13 of Ray Janice Jr. trying to make something happen as the white flag flies. It's the final lap. Put him on the table, boys. Let's go. The 33 of Beneteau. 13 of Janice Jr. closes, looks to the bottom side, gets a nose in there, gets a nose in there. Sparks fly through turn 3, but down the front stretch, it'll be the 33 of Mike Beneteau. Whoa, by just... Oh man, I think I think the 13 of Janice Jr. was practically pushing him over the line. Oh, yeah, now he's bumping him in turn 3, the team cars. Beneteau back to front, back to front, back to victory lane. He says his arm about to fall off. He's been working hard tonight. Oh, he's stuck. He says he's stuck. Here he is, Outlaw race fans. Put your hands together. The 33 of Mike Beneteau. He's hopping up. Oh, no, he dropped the flag. Oh, it's still good. It's still good. You still want to put your hands together, race fans, for the 33 of Mike Beneteau. Back to the front, to the back, to the front. Okay, Mike, you got to solve something for me. It was some kind of, I don't know what kind of trick you pulled out there. When you went from the back to the front, and there was some trouble, you went to the back, there was that restart, and JP and I, we both looked up, we said, he's up to second. We don't know where you came from. How did you do it?
Well, let's just say I watched all the guys hit the throttle at the line here, and none of the cars moved whatsoever. I saw an opening in between the 2 vehicles that decided to spread themselves apart. So I went right through the center, and before I knew it, there was Ray and the 90.
Okay, so I guess you're running the Death Star Trench Run tonight. It brought you to victory lane. Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
Well, I'm going to take this mic from you because, honestly,
I learned. Jared Dockstader taught me a long time ago. He said, you can't let them walk away. You don't let them walk away.
All right, of course, we got to thank McCann Ready Mix. They are our main sponsor on our carts. Telesign, Bax Brother Auto, Defender Tree Service, Broadway Service, DLN Excavating, Sabrina Evans Photography, Macco Tools with Angie Hill, True North Cannabis, Alicia Branya and family, and of course, we got to thank Brady Doyle and family, and Stickers and Scuffs 2026.
Race fans, put your hands together. Mike Beneteau takes the win in the Outlaw Sprinters. Back to the front, to the back, to the Death Star Trench Run, to victory, back to victory lane. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath for him. Oh, man. Those Outlaw Sprinters really know how to put on a race. And there's still more to come. Super late models. We've got the 4-cylinder, I keep messing up the new division name. I always want to say it's the bone stocks. That's not correct. 4-cylinder compacts. Mini trucks up next. Can't forget the mini trucks. Oh man, that's going to be a race. That's going to be a heck of a race too. Oh man, lots of fun to be had tonight at Grand Bend Speedway.
Gotta tell you, John, that sure gets the blood pumping.
I was jumping up and down. I was jumping up and down. I just love a good race, good tight race at the finish. Okay, I see the pace truck over here, or pace vehicle, pace car, pace Corvette.
I don't think I'd call that a truck, John.
Okay. Many years ago, so etched into my memory, there was a different track that I worked for, and they had a pace truck. And I would say, and I love that pace truck. I love that track too.
You know, John,
I love that pace truck.
We got your trucks though, because here's the mini trucks.
I'm all crossed up, so it's pace car, race trucks. Pace car race trucks. Yeah, back when I was at Delaware and having a lot of fun over there, it was the Pace truck. It was a Tacoma, and well, 1 year was a Tacoma, 1 year was a Tundra. Now it's a Corvette. I mean, Corvette is cool. I love driving the Tundra around too, because we would use that around the facility. But there's something about the Corvette. It just pops out there.
Alrighty.
All right.
So your running order for your for the mini trucks, we're gonna have the number 4 of Dylan Graham leading the pack, followed by the 53 of Nick Thus. Got the 19 of Caleb Gertz, the number 2 of Malachi Busink, the number 6 of Judah Busink, the 18H of Edwin Hyde, the 31 of Dan Collins, and the 88s driving the 51.
Which is the 88's transponder slapped onto the 51. That's Andrew Rose. Hey, what are you saying, buddy? It's Wacky Watermelon. What's he's got? It's 2. He's signaling. Colin Klumper, he's rooting for the 11 in 4th place. We'll see if Wacky Watermelon Kid is able to pick the winner. That'd be pretty wacky, wouldn't you say?
You know, 88 minus 51 is 37. I'll stop now. I'll stop.
Oh, man. Okay, so mini trucks set to go.
Doubling up here behind that Corvette. We got a white flag this time by. The pace car is going to peel out of here as we get the trucks ready to put the pedal to the metal.
13 horsepower engines mounted in the rear. When they wind them up, they turn this bull ring into a super speedway. It's going to be pedal to the metal as they head to the restart zone in turns 3 and 4. There's the green line. There's the green flag. We're racing with the mini trucks at Grand Bend Speedway.
25 laps to go. And already we got that battle for 2nd place between the 53 of Thus and the 19 of Gertz.
Side by side goes the silver 19, defending champion in the division, the black 53 of Thus. Trying to put up a fight, slots into 3rd place. The 2 of Busink is there. Thus strikes back down on the inside.
Grass. They're dancing in the grass there as they got...
Oh, trouble on turn 4. Oh, hard hit. Hard hit. The 11 of Klumper went around. The 31 and the 51 got us the follow-up action. We are going to go red flag for that there because it was a pretty hard hit there. Klumper's moving around in the car. I can tell he's okay. He's actually going to hop up. Race fans, put your hands together. Colin Klumper, he's all right. He's jumping out. I think getting ready to inspect some damage.
Checker Flag Media did get the replay of that one on the turn 2 cam.
What are we seeing, John Paul?
Yeah, as the cars come into view, and we see that, we see that blue car either spin a little bit or make...
Yeah, there's Klumper on the high side there, and then there's the secondary impact. Let's see it again here. We're going to watch the replay here again. Regular speed. I don't know. He might have got tagged. He might have had a little friend on that one. It might have been the 18H of Edwin Hyde. I don't believe it was deliberate. Let's see that replay again one more time, Philip. They are saying they think the 18H was probably an involved car of Edwin Hyde. He's right down the bottom there. I think he does get it. It's not intentional. They're just racing hard. If he didn't get him, he was darn close. And then you just see everybody else pile on him. We'll watch it one more time here on the live stream. That'll be the last time we watch it here. He comes in. Actually, I want to watch it one more time even after this. I know the fans in the stands can't see it, but it makes it a little more clear. At regular speed, sometimes you can see the momentum. Oh, just hammers. Hard hit there in the mini trucks. Let's see at regular speed here one last time. Comes into frame. Yeah, they touch. Because what you see is, again, it's not intentional, but it's when you're watching on the replay, you see the sudden change. So if it's the back end just comes around, it's usually pretty gentle, John Paul. But if you have a pal, if you have a dancing partner, it just kicks. So there's other ways that it can kick too. So for example, like a blown tire, like a tire falls off a car, something like that.
I think all the tires are accounted for.
Everything's
here.
accounted for out there. So, so 18 HM Hyde, officials probably going to score him as an involved car. When you see, and we were chatting with people on the live stream even about this, is just because a driver goes to the back doesn't mean they did anything wrong. Doesn't mean they did anything malicious. It's a pretty cold call. They just say you're either involved, your designation is you're involved or you're not involved. So, for example, the 31 here on the front stretch, he's involved. He ran into a car. He stopped in the front straight away. You're involved. The 11, you're the car that's sputtered. You're involved, right? Involved car. 18H, you made it through, but you know you're involved. And so anything that's involved goes to the rear of the field. Again, it's no hard feelings. Drivers are just racing hard out there, but it's really the only way to do it because from the broadcast tower where the officials make the calls from, you can't read drivers' minds. You can't read intent. Well, it's not like, actually, even times as an announcer where I thought I could read intent, later I end up talking to the driver and find out actually that wasn't the case at all. Like they have a completely different viewpoint on as to exactly what happened. So can't read intent, but you can read involved vehicle, and that's what the officials, I believe, are probably going to end up doing on that one.
Involved vehicle sounds like a interesting book, John. I should read that one.
It's called the Grand Bend Speedway Rulebook. It's a real page turner, actually. All the race procedures.
How many pages does it have?
Don't even. He's whispering. He says, "Say 67. It'll be a funny 6-7 joke." Oh man, we've had enough of those for the night. Oh, a driver's hopping out over here in turn 1. What's this going on? Who's this over here? I actually can't get a view. Who is that? It's going to need a push, though.
You can see the drivers open up their roofs to get a little bit of extra air
so
into the cars.
It's pretty hot out there tonight, and so what they'll do is they just open it up. They get a little bit of extra airflow out of that. If they get really hot, they'll actually, like you see there, yeah, Busink is like kind of waving it. That just gets a little bit of extra air into the vehicle for these drivers. So under red flag here, as we get the track cleared off and get set and ready to go back racing. Tonight's racing is brought. There's a new project on the grounds of Grand Bend Speedway. Alongside their love for racing, Tabitha and Gord have a passion for helping animals. They started to bring home animals that needed rehoming for various reasons in December of 2025. Their goal is to offer them a new forever home where they can feel loved, safe, and comfortable around people and their surroundings. People are welcome to come and visit the farm anytime, any day of the week, which currently features a mini horse, goats, mini pigs, chickens, geese, and much more. Families love dropping by the Rescue Ranch when visiting Grand Bend Speedway and Go-Kart Center. The Petting Zoo and Rescue Ranch is pleased to be part of Loop, which takes unsold food from grocers and diverts it away from landfill to those who need it in our communities. Loop, first and foremost, helps get this food to local charities to feed people. Whatever food is unsuitable to be donated or distributed does not go to waste. It's happily devoured by the animals of grateful local farmers, including our animals at the Rescue Ranch. Matt and Danny's No Frills in Grand Bend just joined the Loop Resource program. The Rescue Ranch was their first pickup. Thanks to No Frills in Grand Bend for participating in this sustainable initiative. For more information on events at Grand Bend Speedway, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Grand Bend Family Go-Karts is open throughout the summer, including on race days. When you visit the beach at Grand Bend, this is one stop you've got to make. Karts run on our quarter-mile tri-oval track. Adult karts and ride-along kids karts available. Call ahead or visit grandbendspeedway.ca for daily operating hours. There's a new project on the grounds of Grand Bend Speedway. Alongside their love for racing, Tabitha and Gord have a passion for helping animals. They started to bring home animals that needed rehoming for various reasons in December of 2025. Their goal is to offer them a new forever home where they can feel loved, safe, and comfortable around people and their surroundings. People are welcome to come and visit the farm anytime, any day of the week, which currently features a mini horse, goats, mini pigs, chickens, geese, and much more. Families love dropping by the rescue ranch when visiting Grand Bend Speedway and Go-Kart Center. The Petting Zoo and Rescue Ranch is pleased to be part of Loop, which takes unsold food from grocers and diverts it away from landfill to those who need it in our communities. Loop, first and foremost, helps get this food to local charities to feed people. Whatever food is unsuitable to be donated or distributed does not go to waste. It's happily devoured by the animals of grateful local farmers, including our animals at the Rescue Ranch. Matt and Danny's No Frills in Grand Bend just joined the Loop Resource program. The Rescue Ranch was their first pickup. Thanks to No Frills in Grand Bend for participating in this sustainable initiative. For more information on events at Grand Bend Speedway, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. Tonight's racing at Grand Bend Speedway is brought to you by Leaf Racewear, McCann Ready Mix, Lambton Sanitation, Brander Steel Industries, Action Trailers, CarQuest Auto Parts Park Hill, Robson Scrap Metals, and Country Corners. For a full schedule of summer events, visit grandbendspeedway.ca. In the pits with the 85 of Ryan Clark. Ryan, great to see you tonight.
You too.
So you're in the youth micro sprint division. When did you get started racing?
3 years ago now.
So what got you involved? What was it that attracted you to getting involved in motorsports at Grand Bend Speedway?
Well, just watching NASCAR really on TV.
Right on. And so you're watching on TV. What is it that, so how were you able to, did you come out and see the cars first? Did you watch a race, in person? What was it that allowed your family to make the leap and actually get you behind the wheel of this kart?
Came like 5 years ago. Came to watch to see if I liked it. Then came out to race the next year.
Okay, so you've been working away on this car. What are your expectations this season? What are you looking forward to trying to pull off out there?
Trying to get at least a feature win, some podiums.
Right on. Who you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My dad, my grandpa, they've been doing a lot of work with the car, and my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
All right, that's Ryan Clark in the 85. Keep an eye out for him in the youth micro sprint division at Grand Bend Speedway. So one of the innovations at Grand Bend Speedway and at many short tracks all over the world are these transponders on the vehicle. So the transponder, these radio transponders are mounted to each vehicle. This is on the 67 Olivia Curtis. I'm just going to pull it out here so we can get a real good look at it here. So they're actually radio transponders. They send a radio signal, emit a radio signal that then is picked up by a cable down on the track surface. When the cable receives a signal, it recognizes which transponder it is. We have that keyed then, of course, to the vehicle number and then the driver's name. And so then up top, we are able to see the running order. We're able to see lap times. And then also really cool, we plug that into, the computer upstairs, and we're able to broadcast that out through software like Race Monitor and My Race Pass. And the drivers are actually able to check their own lap time. Not while they're driving, hopefully, but certainly from the pits, their crew can check it. And then all that's really required, it's got to have a clear path to the race track. So this transponder here, if it was mounted, say, back over top of the engine or something like that, it's not going to work very well. But as long as it has a clear line of sight to the racetrack, when we are up top, we're able to keep track of where this number 67 is on the speedway. The same scoring transponders are used in all the race cars. So whether it's a V8 Sprint, a late model, whether it's an Outlaw Sprint, or one of the youth micro sprints, same scoring transponder, accurate lap times, gives the drivers and the crews a lot of great information. And also the folks following along at home, if they're watching on the checkerflagmedia.com feed, we can see, of course, the running order. But of course, seeing those lap times, which drivers are picking up speed, which driver just ran their fastest lap. All of this gives crew and fans a lot more information on what's going on. Getting back to the action here with the mini trucks. We're a few trucks shy of where we were when we started this one. There's been something tonight, John Paul, about first lap shenanigans across these divisions.
Yeah, I don't know what's up about that, but we gotta see if
let's get this thing on the rails.
there's a little gremlin or a goblin or something.
24 laps to go. We got 1 lap in the book. Got a 1 in 6 chance of picking them now.
All right, so we got Dylan Graham, Caleb Gertz, Nick Thus, Malachi Busink.
And we're green on the Speedway. The 4 of Dylan Graham takes off to the first turn. 19 of Gertz up on the high side of the 53 of Nick Thus. Thus, for his part, holding his own in second place. It takes them a few laps, actually, in the mini trucks to get themselves up to speed. As Graham leads the way down the backstretch. There goes the 19 of Caleb Gertz down to the inside of the 53 of Nick Thus. Gertz gets that spot. That's good for second. There's the 2 of Busink now.
The Busink wants to join that dance there that they're doing. It's bumper to bumper with the 53. About 2 car lengths behind.
Dylan Graham in the 4-year leader, the 19 of Caleb Gertz up to second, the 53 of Nick Thus fell to third, the 2 of Busink. Malachi Busink out of Strathroy in your top 4. Battle for 5th and 6th shaping up here. Oh, the 53 of Nick Thus just hit the wall on the backstretch. The 2 of Busink goes down low. He hit it pretty hard there. I think it knocked him out of alignment here. 53 of Nick Thus. We'll see if he can make the hard right turn here. If the steering is still working, it is. He makes it around the bend. That was a hard hit on the backstretch for the 53 of Nick Thus. Kept it on the rails and was able to pull it off the racetrack, but that's the end of his night. Battle of attrition here in night number 1 for the mini trucks, I tell ya. Four of Dylan Graham, 19 of Caleb Gertz, 2 of Malachi Busink. Got themselves out to a pretty even spread. Best battle on the speedways for 4th and 5th between the 18 of Edwin Hyde and that 22 of Judah Busink out of Strathroy. They're coming to the start-finish line here.
They'll be halfway, 13 laps to go for the 4 of Dylan Graham. And still that battle for 4th between Busink and Hyde. That is definitely your battle to watch for in the back straightaway coming into turn 3.
Down out of turn 4, Edwin Hyde. This is still your battle for 4th and 5th. Between the 18H of Edwin Hyde and the 22 of Busink. Judah Busink, that is, in the red 22. He's trying to pull all the tricks here to get around him. 18 of Edwin Hyde just trying to hit his marks. Judah Busink in the 22 gets a nose in there on the 18H of Edwin Hyde. They touch here on the front stretch, right in front of the leader who's coming around.
And
the 22 of Judah Busink. Oh, and they're touching, they're banging, bumping down the backstretch.
Watch out for lap traffic, though, as Dylan Graham approaches them from on turn 3 here. He takes the inside. They move over for him. And now Graham's going to take the outside of Busink on that lap traffic.
So as the 4 of Dylan Graham gets through those leaders, that battle continues between the 22 of Judah Busink and the 18H of Edwin Hyde out of Petrolia. '19 of Caleb Gertz, the second place runner, catches up to this group. They're already a lap down. There goes the 19 of Gertz down to the inside of the 18H of Edwin Hyde.
And with 5 laps to go here, 4 laps to go.
Laps running down. The laps are running down for our leader. 2 laps to go for the 4 of Dylan Graham. White flag for the 4 of Dylan Graham. 19 of Caleb Gertz in second. Your third place runner here is coming off a turn 4. That's Malachi Busing, but your winner here at the stripe, the 4 of Dylan Graham out of Glencoe, takes the win. Second place goes to the 19 of Caleb Gertz. And your third place runner, the 2 of Malachi Busing. We started with 9. We did not finish with 9. But that's racing sometimes. The 4 of Dylan Graham comes to rest here on the end of that war. After that early incident, we were clean and green. Just popping out of the vehicle. Race fans, put your hands together for the 4 of Dylan Graham out of Glencoe, your winner in the mini truck. He'll hop up. Got a little dent here on the side of the Glencoe Auto Wreckers logo here, but it looks good in victory lane, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
So Dylan, who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
I'd just like to thank everyone, especially my dad and my mom, for getting this truck to the track. Like, big shout out to my dad for just having it hooked up. We were super fast at Frostober and Flamborough, and we carried that momentum here, so yeah.
Race fans, put your hands together for the 4 of Dylan Graham out of Glencoe, your winner in the mini trucks. Late model racing and 4-cylinder compacts up next.
You know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, John, but I remember, I think we were talking to Dylan Graham earlier in the night, and he said that he would see us at Victory Lane, and you know what?
He was right. He was right. He called it.
He was right. He's a fortune teller.
Or he just works really hard in his truck and knows when he's got the.
I say it's skill. I say it's skill.
When you got the cards. Late models up next. Bit of a bummer start tonight for the 31 of Jonathan Schwemmler. He sent me a text message there back during the intermission. He's like, oh, we had engine problems. I don't think he said, oh, the way I did, but he said, oh, we had engine problems. So the driver out of Listowel made the drive back up to Listowel, he actually reported back. He says, we're back home already. We're watching the stream. So yeah, this one here, Jonathan Schremler watching from home.
You know, maybe with an AI, you could put his car in the feed later, and then
Oh, John Paul, if there's been one theme of the stream tonight, is that we live in reality. We live in reality here at Grand Bend Speedway.
But you know, we're gonna see if the first lap on this late model
these,
race.
like, you can't call it that way. You gotta hope. So it has been a night of first lap calamities, and when you're sitting behind these cars, what I always found really interesting even when I was a kid, is as a driver, you don't really have that much of a sense of what's going on in the other divisions. You kind of get a sense of it, like if it feels like your division's rolling out really late, like the late models are probably feeling here. We're coming up on 10 o'clock. They're like, that's kind of weird. We don't usually run this late at night at Grand Bend Speedway. We're always usually we're often done by 10 o'clock because we keep the show moving and grooving here. But when they know they're rolling out their feature at 10 o'clock, they're kind of like, what was going on in the Outlaws? What was going on in the mini trucks, right? Was there a flip in the junior sprints, right? Like it was a busy night at Grand Bend Speedway.
Oh yeah,
but
sure.
It's fun. Yeah. That's racing, and it's great. Like I always feel like kind of the vision for Grand Bend Speedway is like people go to the beach during the day. You know, they got the cottage set up or the Airbnb. They come to the track at night, catch all the action, go home to the campfire, and it's just you know, you get to see lots of action out here.
And speaking of action, our action for this race, we're gonna have the number 92 of Dwayne Horton taking the pole position there, with Jeremy Curtis in the 99 beside him.
You know, and he's in the backup car. That car wasn't even supposed to debut tonight, but they hauled it out. Well, I'm really interested to see how it performs. It was not supposed to start tonight.
Still got no hood though.
Still no hood. Cooling issues.
And the number 14 of Taylor Weber out of Bloomingdale.
Rookie driver.
And the number 21. Rodney Kerr out of Bothwell.
Rookie driver. Pace vehicle peeling off. Corvette heads out. We're gonna set things loose here. One lap from now. Get ready to feel the rumble at Grand Bend Speedway. As we get set to go with the late models. Through turns 3 and 4 they go, and now down towards the front straightaway. They mash the gas. And the experienced drivers are just throwing it into turn 1 to start the 25-lap feature race. Wheel to wheel they go into turns 3 and 4. Jeremy Curtis up high. The 92 of Horton down low, and they're drag racing around. I thought the drag strip was next door, but we got the side-by-side action here at the Bull Ring tonight to kick off the 25-lap feature race for these late models. Curtis keeping it locked up on the high side there. Horton down on the bottom, hitting the loud pedal there off of turn 2. Is Jeremy gonna get him on the high side here?
It looks like, well, he got a lot of momentum off that last run.
Still side by side, give a little edge there to the 99 of Curtis. He's trying to clear him up there.
He sends it, but just can't quite squeeze around him there.
Quite get the momentum on the high side there, but he's going side by side, wheel to wheel, and still fighting Horton in the 92 on the bottom side. The 99 of Curtis beats him to the turn, but he can't just beat him. He's got to way beat him and get back down to the inside if he's going to have a hope. And side by side, they're going to come up on, who's this coming up here? This is our 21 of Rodney Kerr. They're battling side by side out front. They get themselves single file here. I think Jeremy was looking ahead on this one here and said, I don't know, we got lap traffic ahead here. Let's get tucked back in here, and then maybe we can get back to work here in a moment here. The 92 of Horton shoots it up high on the 21 of Kerr. The 99 of Curtis comes along. He'll take him on the high side. They'll both have to go around the line. Oh, the 21 overcooks it a little bit. That's going to slow the 99 of Curtis up. They're going to have to clear him here. That was costly there for the 99 of Jeremy Curtis. They ran wheel to wheel for so many laps there. Curtis is going to have to make up a lot of ground now. The 92 of Dwayne Horton, your leader. Curtis, though, he just ran his fastest lap of the race. Looks like he runs faster when he's got a rabbit to chase here out front.
He's faster when he doesn't have a hood.
Yeah, on the bull ring, the aerodynamics aren't quite the same factor they are on the bigger tracks. And so I don't think this is going to slow him down one bit. Both our leaders, the 92 of Horton and the 99 of Curtis, everybody actually just ran their fastest lap of the race here with 14 laps to go. So I guess that tells us something about 10 laps into this race. Those tires are getting heated up. The drivers are hitting their marks. They're hitting the target. And we are rumbling on.
That'll be the halfway mark this time by 13 laps to go for Dwayne Horton in the 92.
So they're going to be coming up here on the other rookie driver. This is the 14 of Taylor Weber. This is her third ever start in late model.
But yeah, you're right, John. This will be interesting because we got the 2 cars for lap traffic. Once you clear one, you got to clear the other, and we'll see if the 99 of Curtis can take advantage of that.
Well, this is his golden opportunity here. He sends it in deep on the high side here. Horton clears the 14. Curtis does the same thing, but don't look now. One more lap traffic ahead of him here. The 21 of Kerr. Horton clears him easily here. Curtis throwing it in deep as well. And Curtis has made up an absolute ton of ground on the 92 of Dwayne Horton. He's a car length back here on the back straightaway. And again, that 99 car, it was benched tonight. It wasn't supposed to be running. Curtis usually driving the number 1 car, I think. And we were missing tonight the 31 of Jonathan Schwemmler, not able to make the start tonight due to engine issues. And I think there was 2 or 3 other vehicles on site tonight, just for various reasons, mechanical and otherwise, not able to make the calls. So the late model division really growing here on the track. 6 laps to go. They're showing what the races are going to be looking like. And if they're going to look like this is excitement on the backstretch as Curtis continuing to try to stick it to the 92 of Dwayne Horton. Horton, your leader. 5 laps to go here at the start-finish line. Curtis just ran his best lap back in lap 19. Horton's best lap was all the way back in lap 12. They might catch lap traffic one more time before this thing is over. We'll see here, because the 2 rookies are learning with every lap, but these experienced drivers, been racing here for a couple years, they know their way around. And Horton's going to catch him here. It's going to, and they're going to fight for position right in front of the leaders. Oh man, rookies, what are we going to do here? The 2 laps to go signal, and it's a traffic jam as the rookies fight for position. Curtis is now looking on the 92 of Horton. Wasn't able to quite find the lane. The rookies get themselves back single file, as now the 92 of Dwayne Horton is going to see the white flag. Final lap there. 1 lap to go. 99 of Jeremy Curtis trying to make a go of it. But as they work their way through turns 3 and 4, the 92 of Dwayne Horton is going to hold on to it. 99 of Curtis for second. Then it'll be the 14 of Taylor Weber and the 21 of Rodney Kerr. Oh man. 4-cylinder compacts up next, by the way, to round out main competition. Kit stock fun to follow that, but main competition up next with the 4 cylinders. We'll come on down here and have a word with Dwayne Horton. Horton gets it shut down here. Dwayne Horton in the 92. You can feel the heat coming off the car. Action was heating up there at the end. He hung on to it to end up in victory lane. And here he comes out of the car. He does it. Dwayne Horton, your winner in the late models tonight. We'll give him a checker flag here. Come on around to the front here, Dwayne. Dwayne, congratulations, a successful run. You're coming up on the lap traffic. They're side by side, you and the kid behind you, just going for broke.
Jeremy gave me everything I want. I was concerned there for a bit.
Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My brother, Devin, he puts it all together. I want to thank Gord, Tabitha, Jeremy for helping me out a lot, and Jonathan Swemler. He helps us out a lot too.
Race fans, put your hands together tonight. Dwayne Horton, your winner in the late models tonight. 4-cylinder compacts up next to round out main competition. And then the kit stocks will be up to do some development time. Getting the photos. Yeah, watch out for the hot pipes when you're getting your photo taken. Great competition at the front of that one there. The rookies did a good job. They all kept it pointed the right direction, caution-free in the late models, which gets us back on track after seeing the calamity there in the other divisions there in the early goings. The late models keep everything pointed in the right direction tonight. This is going to be a class to watch at Grand Bend this year, the growing late model division.
You know, John, I've never been that close to a late model right after racing, and it feels like a volcano.
Because you're usually up, you know, John Paul's been making the big jump here from the camera stand to the announcer stand, and so usually stuck up in the cold of the camera stand. But yeah, if you get a little chilly on race night, just go down. Late models just gives you a little bit of warmth there.
Yep. If you need some warm air, just come near the exhaust pipe, breathe it in, and then you should be all warmed up.
4-cylinder compacts up next. Grand Bend Speedway. John Houghton here for Grand Bend Speedway with Carson from Camp Canada RV. Carson, you got some stuff to show us today. What do you want to show us?
Absolutely. We have here our B-Volt. This is our 4Motion golf cart here. The MSRP price is $11,900. It is a 72-volt electric with LED lead-acid batteries. You have your McPherson independent suspension. You got 4-corner disc brakes. This thing is not just a campground cruiser, it's a racetrack cruiser as well, guys.
And where can people come and see this vehicle and have a look at it?
Right here at Grand Bend Speedway. Take care, guys.
Alrighty, so next up we got our 4-cylinder compacts. And your starting lineup for this will be the number 53 of Gary Triska. Sorry, 58 of Gary Triska.
He's got that black tire mark down the side. Gets you every time, eh?
Yeah, he's sure guided me with that. Behind him will be the 00, Justin Culver, and then we have the number 1 of Len Sturrett, and the 82 of Jamie Ball, with the 78 of Lucas Chapman, followed by the 7 of Hannah Hamilton. Be a white flag next time around will be pedal to the metal. We got the
4-cylinder compacts here, 25 laps the distance. You got the 2 fastest drivers up front, Gary Triska in the 58, 00 of Justin Culver. Did great in qualifying action earlier tonight. The green flag in starter Terry's hand. They mash the gas out of turn 4. We're racing with the 4-cylinder compacts at Grand Bend Speedway. Whoa, calamity corner! But it only collects 1. It's the 78 of Lucas Chapman. We'll see if he can't keep going. There's the caution.
John?
So we get our first lap caution.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Well, I would not describe that as calamity. Okay, so that's I'm going to take that
John,
as progress.
I think you did say calamity.
I did. I think if you do check the replay, I did yell calamity. Let's watch that replay one more time here. Very. They were coming to the green, looking at the back of the pack here, left side of the screen. Just overcooks it coming to the turn there. Around it goes. Everybody goes up to the high side. Big puff of tire smoke there. No harm, no foul. He'll just restart there, tail end. As we get set to go back at it here with the Bone Sox. 4-cylinder compact. I keep calling the bone stock. It's a hybrid rule set. So if you're watching from home and you're a bone stock driver, or you're watching from home and you're a mini stock driver, they provide at Grand Bend Speedway. There's equalizing measures, so all the drivers are able to race together. That they keep on working on, and it's a lot of fun out here at the track. Down the front straightaway, the green flag flies. And we're back at it, 58 of Gary Trischka, 00 of Justin Culver. And Trischka's gonna lead us there. He'll get 1 lap into the books. As 00, Justin Culver really right to the back of the 58 of Trischka. Culver in the 00, he was our winner last week.
Watch out for 4th place. We got a little battle between Jamie Ball and Hannah Hamilton.
82 of Ball in the green machine down low, 7 of Hamilton up on high. I don't think Hannah's behind the wheel tonight. I think they told me that she was off this week. Somebody else is behind the wheel. We're going to keep calling it as Hannah Hamilton.
But watch out for number 1.
Turn 3. There goes the 00. Justin Culver trying to make it happen here early in this one. Gary Trischka trying to hold on to it because Culver, he's got the inside groove. If Trischka lets him go here, he might just very well set sail, and this one might be over. Trischka's going to try to keep locked right on his back bumper there. He's pushing him into turn 1. He'll push him hard, try to see if maybe he can root him up. On the bull ring, you can use a little bit of bumper magic. 00, Justin Culver, though, he gets that spot, and he's clear of that very fast 58 of Gary Trischka. Let's check in with our second group. They're making their way down the back straightaway with the 1 of Len Sturrett, the 82 of Jamie Ball, and the 78 of Lucas Chapman, 7 of Hamilton. Rounding out the field, those leaders are going for race control. Was just before this race, we were talking about the hybrid rule set. They said, oh, you've won a couple weeks in a row. Okay, handicapping system. Here's 200 pounds of lead. Let's see you win with that next week. We do have a lot of fun out here at Grand Bend Speedway.
Or they should try the new cement tires, eh?
Those new cement tires, they're loaded up. Because these leaders, they're running pretty quick here, these guys. Now, they're really experienced drivers, too. There's a lot of newer drivers in the division this year as well. So, make no mistake, experience plays a big factor. Culver and Trischka are no strangers to this racetrack.
Got 15 laps to go at the start-finish.
And there's going to be some traffic here, the 00.
Hey, John, they just flew the passing flag, right?
Yeah, so you see the blue flag with diagonal stripe. That signals to the drivers. The leaders are coming up. Typically, they're supposed to try to lock the vehicle down onto the bottom, give those leaders passing room. Some drivers do elect to go up to the high side and let the leaders go on the bottom. It seems like the sporting thing to do, although it can sometimes cause the leaders a little bit of confusion because they're expecting that the lap car is going to go to the bottom. So when the lap car goes up high, although it's a welcome gift, it does kind of sometimes throw them for a little bit of a loop because they've got to have their eyes wide on that. But our leaders are in thick traffic here going into turn 3. The traffic is fighting for position, actually. The 00 of Culver is going to get caught in the bottom of the 78. They're beating, they're banging, they're trying to make their way through. Culver in the 00, your leader. Oh, and the 58 of Trischka's going to catch. The 78 caution is out for the 78 of Trischka, or the 78 rather of Chapman. And man, oh man, those lap cars there, they knew the leaders were coming, but they started battling side by side. The 00 Culver couldn't find the way through. Trischka just gets caught up on the back of the 78. I don't know, I'd probably let it go. The lap car, bless their hearts, they were fighting so hard in front of the leaders. You know, and then Trischka, he slips up. Again, he's not trying to get him there, but, you know, they do make the contact. The lap cars just are fighting so hard for position. Everybody wants to fight for every inch. And so I think they're going to let the 70. I think they're going to let the 58 of Trischka off the hook on it. The lap cars, the general rule of thumb is we want the drivers, they just want them to be predictable. So that blue flag diagonal stripe comes out. It's like lap cars, preferably get single file, get to the bottom. Now, interestingly, I sometimes get in arguments with people about this. The lap car is not required to go single file. They're not required, but what they are, they're supposed to give passing room. So the interpretation of that, kind of up to the official. There, the lap cars, I don't know, you know, if Philip Button, Checker Flag Media, hit that replay one more time. Can you hit that replay one more time? I'm just going to make a comment here. Let's see if this looks like passing room. I guess
I think you could fit a mosquito through there.
I will say to credit, where credit is due. First off, hats off Chapman keeping it off the wall there, by the way. I think they actually were trying to give passing room at that point. We'll go back to main camp here, white flags up. By that point, they were trying to give passing room. You actually see it in the replay. The 78, he's going up to the high side. He knows the leaders are right there. So all joking aside, I think the passing room maybe just a little bit earlier would have saved the leaders a heck of a lot of trouble. But they're trying hard out there. Everybody wants to get up front. So let's get that green flag. Trichka's going to have another kick at the can here with that 0-0 of Culver. Culver in the blue machine won last week. The 58 of Trichka would love to get a Grand Bend Speedway victory in his pocket tonight. And they're going to go wheel to wheel. Just reminds me of the late models here at this point, because we saw that in the late models too. The Grand Bend Speedway. It's got more banking than you think out there, actually, when you get down onto the surface. And the 53, or 58 rather, of Gary Trichka trying to use that to his advantage. Looked up on the high side here.
You know,
he gets single file now.
You know, John, I'm happy I'm not the only one who mistakes that 8 for a 3.
Well, he's got the right side of it. He's just got that big tire mark. Gotta get that rubbed off. Oh, the 80-0 slips up the groove. The 58 of Trichka. He smells it. He's going for it. They're gonna go side by side here on turn 4. Trichka, he's gonna lead that lap here. Now we're switched positions. It's the 0-0 who's up on the high side. He slipped up there, and that gave Trichka the opening he wanted.
Oh, it looks like the might go dancing here. Oh yeah, the 0-0 takes the inside.
Oh man, it
takes the position back.
Great racing here in the 4-cylinder compacts up front. Trichka versus Culver. Culver, the defending winner in the blue 0-0. Oh, gives him a little shot here at the bull ring.
And there's only 6 laps to go.
Man, it is time to go, go, go. The 0-0 of Culver being chased by the 58 of Gary Trichka. And again, I think Trichka is, these guys are great drivers, but it's bull ring racing. And Trichka wants that checkered flag. 4.5 left. Trichka gives him a little shot there again. All is fair in this one here as they come to the start-finish line. It would have been the 0-0 of Culver if it had finished there.
4 more to go.
Done yet.
4 more to go. 3.5 now is the 58.
Trichka leading the way here down the front stretch. 0-0 of Culver wants to get that win once again. He got it last week. Culver's been using the bumper magic. Let's see if Culver's got any for him here as they go through turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go here at the start-finish line. It'll be the white flag this time by for the 58 of Gary Trichka. White flag for your leader, Gary Trichka, the 0-0 Culver. Gonna try and see if he can chase him down here one last time. Gets a run on him here. Oh, he bumps him. He gives him a bump. He gives him a little shot, but it'll be the 58 of Trichka who takes the win here in the 4-cylinder compacts. The rest of the field still racing for position, but a whale of a race in that one. Man, oh man, oh man. 4-cylinder compacts, putting it on tonight. Gary Trichka showing he's got what it takes here at the bull ring. Hey, camera, let's have a look at this over here. Let's have a Oh, man. I wonder how that happened. Oh. It'll buff out. You just buff it out. It's all good. Gary Trishka out of the car. Race fans, put your hands together in the four-cylinder complex. Gary Trishka, your winner. Straffordville. Come on around here. Gary, a whale of a race out there. You and Justin Culver, the sad nuggie, just a going at it out there. How's it going tonight?
Oh, it's doing good tonight. Last week we had to catch him, so we were right on him tonight. So hopefully it put on a good show for you guys. I got a bunch of good people to thank. IH Services, HTR Racing, Clausen Auto Parts, Rad Auto, Rick's Heating and Cooling, my dad, my family, Nathan, Chase. This one's for Bernie. He told me how to do the lineman on it. So we're ready to go. Deegan and Nova, Jordan, we're just glad to be back in victory lane here.
Race fans, put your hands together for 58 of Gary Trishka, your winner. And the four-cylinder compacts. Okay, so that'll do it for main competition tonight. We've got the fun exhibition time here coming up with the Kid Stock program. So if fans are sticking around to catch the kids, make a few laps there for fun. If you're heading out, though, we are so glad you came to join us at Grand Bend Speedway tonight. Hope you had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun calling the races with you. If you're watching along at home, we're glad you joined us as well. But we'll stay live here with our Kid Stock program. They are up next.
You know, John, I love watching those four cylinders race around the track.
Man, they are tonight. Trishka just had it figured out. Man, him and the 00, they got it locked in.
They're pretty good dance partners
They're
there, you
good
could say.
Good dance
good
partners.
Dance partners.
Gotta have a good dance partner. So yeah, we'll see the Kid Stocks up here in a minute. Again, for some exhibition fun competition here in the development program.
We had a couple of fireworks near turn 3 over there. But looks like they burnt out.
No, wrong turn. Their camera's looking around.
Oh, there they go.
It's way in the distance, super far away. I don't know what that is, what the celebration is out there, but it's way out there. It's not even in our area, but.
You know, maybe that was Gary Trishka with the
it's just
celebratory.
It's Gary Trishka's celebration.
Yeah.
In the pits with the 85 of Ryan Clark. Ryan, great to see you tonight.
You too.
So you're in the youth micro sprint division. When did you get started racing?
3 years ago now.
So what got you involved? What was it that attracted you to getting involved in motorsports at Grand Bend Speedway?
Well, just watching NASCAR really on TV.
Right on. And so you're watching on TV. What is it that, so how were you able to, did you come out and see the cars first? Did you watch a race, in person? What was it that allowed your family to make the leap and actually get you behind the wheel of this kart?
Came like 5 years ago, came to watch to see if I liked it, then came out to race the next year.
Okay, so you've been working away on this car. What are your expectations this season? What are you looking forward to trying to pull off out there?
Trying to get at least a feature win, some podiums.
Right on. Who you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
My dad and my grandpa, they've been doing a lot of work with the car, and my mom, my grandma, my grandpa.
All right, that's Ryan Clark in the 85. Keep an eye out for him in the youth
micro.
Announcer wires crossed. It happens. It happens sometimes. White flag flies here. Just a quick little 15 lapper here for the kids. This is Kid Stock program. And they're rounding out our evening here. Green flag flies for the Kid Stock exhibition. And it'll be the 78 of Lucas Chapman, who, if you're watching from home, you just found out as a kid, because he was doing a pretty good job there in the four-cylinder compacts. His tires are pretty warm at this stage. 75 of Killian Collins and Lucas Chapman. I feel like he's not really holding back on this one tonight. I think he wants to end his night with a checkered flag.
Here you notice that Killian Collins, his 75 car, is actually the same design as his sprint car. That's a pretty recognizable car.
But yeah, the Kid Stock program is one of our fun development programs at the track. You see Lucas Chapman here. He knows how to play the Kid Stock game. He's having fun out there tonight too. And I think he's trying to teach Killian Collins the 75 a thing or two tonight. If we end up talking to Killian Collins in Victory Lane, he puts the kid in Kid Stock. We'll put it that way. He is the young gun out there, I tell you. But he can see over the steering wheel. Set up so he can. No, I'm serious, he can. And he's got an opening. He's gonna take it here in the Kid Stocks. Whoa, 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 whoa. We'll keep it on the bottom there. There's a lot to be watching here. Chapman's gonna keep it up on the high side. Chapman's still your leader here in the Kid Stocks. Nine laps to go. Keep an eye on our timing and scoring. So to give you an idea of experience versus kid, Lucas Chapman's best time, I can't pull up from the previous race here from my scoring monitor, but so his best time in this race so far was the mid 16 seconds. Killian Collins in his second ever Kid Stock start is more like in the 19-second range. So really the goal, when you really think about what we're trying to do in Kid Stocks, is trying to get them down into the competitive lap time range. That's what usually is the developmental goal. So, and then also vehicle awareness. It's like, okay, so where is my car on the track? You know, certainly where am I placing on the track? So working on racing line, but we're also working on where's the other vehicles on the track relative to where I am. And although that might seem kind of obvious, especially with the young kids, it's the same thing down in the junior micro sprints, or sorry, I should say the youth micro sprints. We're always working with them on situational awareness. Where is my car compared to everything else on the raceway? And so right now, that's, again, what we're working on with the Kid Stock program. And it's just a fun little program we run here at the track. It's not one that we're trying to grow to 25, 30 cars or something like that. This is a fun program that kids get involved in here at the track to have fun driving a full-sized car in a controlled environment under supervision. And, you know, it's pretty cool to see.
Under GOAT supervision.
Under the GOAT. Where's Jack? Where's that? Because remember, we got the petting zoo is back here. Where's that goat? Where's that goat? The goat was not as interested in our setup team today. I think they are going to have to get a bigger fence for that goat, though. Just for race nights, at least. 3 laps to go. Kid Stocks. Lucas Chapman leading the way. 2 laps to go rather, there at the stripe. And as Chapman works his way out of the 4th turn, he'll see the white flag here. Killian Collins also working out a 4. And Lucas Chapman letting loose on the back straightaway here a little bit. Here in Kidstock Exhibition, he'll take the checkered flag there, your winner in the Kidstocks. Remember, we are back next Saturday at Grand Bend Speedway. 8 o'clock p.m. Main event scheduled advertised start time. Tonight was a touch later than that due to some problems back during the practice session, but we'll certainly be striving to get that 8 o'clock for the main events. Usually 5:45, I think, is going to be the scheduled start time for the qualifiers. So if you like getting the full programming, come early. But if you're hanging down on the beach or out at the cottage, if you come for 8 o'clock, you get to see all the good stuff. Main events don't start before 8 o'clock p.m. So if you come for 8, you'll see everything. Okay, Lucas Chapman. Now, Lucas Chapman has the experience profile that he is able to race in the 4-cylinder compacts, where he had a very adventurous, but he'll round out the night here in Kidstock Exhibition competition. The Ackwood Auto Parts entry. Pops the net. He's already got the belts off. He comes on out. Lucas Chapman, our winner in Kidstock Exhibition competition. Lucas, come on around. Let's have a quick chat. For the folks at home, maybe who aren't familiar with you or your racing program here, come on around. Okay, Lucas, the first question we always ask in Kidstock. How old are you?
12.
12-year-old Lucas Chapman, and he has got this thing figured out. So what's it like? You've got the experience profile that they actually allow you to race in the 4-cylinder competition. That was some crazy times on the backstretch tonight.
Yeah, I'm just getting back to used to the car because I'm in a bit full-size car now.
Who do you want to thank for putting you in the seat this year?
Mostly my parents, Sonia Auto Wreckers, Marston Bowl, Ackwood Auto Parts, Joe Tire for mounting all the tires today.
Good stuff. Fun exhibition competition of the Kidstock. We'll snap a quick photo, and that'll do it for us here at Grand Bend Speedway tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, whether it was for the main events or just wrapping out with some kid stuff fun here at the end. Kidstock program. We're glad that you joined us this evening, and lots of fun had at Grand Bend Speedway tonight. We hope to see you next weekend. Again, 8 o'clock p.m. main events. 5:45 p.m. You can catch us for the preliminaries. And, of course, we're open during the week with the go-karts, which are a ton of fun. You can rip around here with your friends, with your family, out here at Grand Bend Speedway during the week. My name's John Houghton. I was joined tonight by J.P. Tomaszewski from all of us at Grand Bend Speedway. Thanks so much for coming out, and we hope to see you at the next exciting event at Grand Bend Speedway.